Special announcement this, Abby. The weekend roundup will be coming to you live from Toca Social, 3rd of June. I can't wait.
I know, I'm so excited. It is part of the June-toberfest, which is going to get you ready for the Euros this summer. So join me, Alex, Matisse, Flex, and of course Robbie, right here at 6 p.m. for the start of our show. Then you can stay with us, play games with us, and then we'll settle down and we can watch the England game, which is a huge game before the Euro starts. We've cooked each other all season, we've cooked the fan bases all season. This is your chance to come and cook us.
Abby, get hold of a stein of beer, get your bratwurst.
Bring all your friends, sell out the tickets, because we want to sell out the O2.
It's going to be one of the biggest nights in football in history, and if you're not there, you're a sausage.
You're a
Hold
big
that.
sausage.
That's right, guys. Join the weekend roundup live at Toca Social on the 3rd of June from 6 p.m. and get your tickets in the link in the description. Laurie?
Hi everyone, my name is Laurie and welcome to another big night of boxing on DR Sports. Tonight, we bring you the undisputed heavyweight championship of the world from Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. The first fight for the undisputed heavyweight championship since 1999, when on that occasion, Britain's Lennox Lewis defeated Evander Holyfield to become the undisputed champion. Tonight, Tyson Fury of Britain, the WBC champion, takes on Oleksandr Usyk of the Ukraine. He's the WBA, IBF and WBO champion. And tonight, all 4 championship belts are on the line. We're also going to be looking at some of the undercard, which we're watching now, between Opetaia and Mairis Briedis for the Cruiserweight Championship of the world. But I've got my boy Nick with me, man, in the house. What you say, man?
I'm here, man.
AKA the voice of reason. He's back again.
The last time we had a undisputed fight, man, you probably had hair blood. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you know what I mean? The world was a different place back in that time.
It was, like, listen, man, I started losing my hair long after 1999. So, but hey, it happens, man. It might happen to you one day.
It probably will, man. Get it in the corners, man.
It happens to all the great ones. Right, okay, so where should we start then? Obviously, massive fight tonight. I'm looking forward to this. I'm very excited by this fight. Shall we start with a tailored tape?
Yeah, go on.
Let's start with a tailored tape. So Tyson Fury, who, as we said before, WBC champion, the slight favourite, I would say, heading into this fight. As we know, he's from the UK, in Manchester, nicknamed the Gypsy King. He's 35 years old. He's 6'9". He weighed in for this fight at 262 pounds, which for the uninformed is around 18 stone 10. That's nearly 7 pounds, well, 6.5 pounds lighter than he was for his last fight, when he was quite disappointing against Francis Ngannou. It's also his lightest weight for, I think it's for 5 years.
So it's 7 pounds lighter than Ngannou?
6.8.
That's crazy, because the narrative is that he looks in great shape and really slimmed down for this. And then the narrative then was that he hasn't taken it very seriously. But actually, for a big man, it's only 7 pounds difference. It's interesting.
Yeah, so... Yeah, I mean, he does look slimmed down. I would say there doesn't appear to be a lot of muscle definition. But then, to be fair to Tyson Fury, he's not that type of athlete, is he? And although he doesn't look aesthetically great, he does have good conditioning. I've never really seen him get tired in fights previously. So, so see how that goes. 85-inch reach, so he will be the taller, longer athlete in there. Orthodox stance, 35 fights, 34 wins, 24 KOs, no losses, 1 draw to Deontay Wilder in that first fight. Oleksandr Usyk, born in Ukraine, nicknamed the Cossack or the Cat. He's 37 years old, so he's a few years older than Fury. He's 6'3", so he's a few inches shorter than Fury. His weight is 223 pounds, not 233 as was announced yesterday. They got that wrong. It's actually his career heaviest, but only by a couple of pounds, so it's negligible, really. 78-inch reach, so he's outreached by Tyson Fury by, about 6 inches. Southpaw, 21 fights, 21 wins, no losses, 14 KOs, no draws. So, as you can see there, both fighters have got impressive credentials. Nick, give me a take on this fight.
I think it's all going to be about, for me, how can Tyson Fury impose his size? He's got the size advantage. He's got, I'm not going to say the physical advantages because he's not as well conditioned as Usyk, but he's got the size advantage. You'd have to maybe argue but the power advantage probably. Usyk's not really like a big knockout guy, although he has stopped fighters. He's very capable. But obviously Usyk being a cruiserweight, it's going to be about that size and Tyson's style of fighting. We know he likes to impose his size on people, lean on people, all this different stuff. Whereas Usyk, Very, very good lateral movement, moving sideways around the ring, not letting Fury kind of impose himself, not allowing himself to get caught in those traps. Probably you'd have to imagine the quicker feet and the quicker hands. Like you say, 6 inches is a lot in terms of range, but he's gonna have to get in and out and move sideways. So it's going to be about, I think, we could be in for a long haul. We could be in for a long haul. When the comments, I mean, you lot keep putting the comments in, but everyone's pretty split. People are saying it's really obviously it's going to be a Fury win, and other people saying, come on, bro, it's really obviously going to be an Usyk win. So, yeah, people are very, very split on this.
Maybe we can ask our technical team to get a poll up to see who wins tonight, because, as I said before, Fury is the betting favourite going into this fight. But I wouldn't say it's by a whole lot. There's a lot of people who believe that Usyk will win tonight. And so, so let's get a poll up and see what's going on there. It'll be interesting to see what kind of numbers we get around the poll. But
25 years it is. 25 years. I think.
25 years, the last undisputed champion. And the last undisputed champion was from Britain, Lennox Lewis. I remember that night when he beat Evander Holyfield. And as we're watching that, we're into round 11, and Mairis Briedis has hurt Opetaia. He's got him backing up. He's cut him as well.
He looked good last round as well. Briedis is just putting a lot of damage onto Opetaia.
He is.
And
he's definitely hurt.
To me, from the last round, a little bit like, I don't want to say conditioning problems, because Opetaia is a peak athlete, but not as active. And, just starting to slow down a little bit. I don't know if that's from body shots or what. We were preparing for the show, but definitely not seen Opetaia in this type of problems before.
No, I mean, don't forget the first fight they had was quite close, actually.
Yeah.
Opetaia won it, but he got his jaw broken in that fight. It's quite a brutal fight because he broke Briedis' nose. Briedis broke his jaw. And the way this fight started, it started quite cautiously, but Opetaia was winning the rounds based on his footwork and his jab. And it took Briedis, who's been out the ring for a while, I think this is his first fight in 22 months. He looked a little bit lethargic. But it looks like as the fight has got longer, he's found his rhythm a bit more now. And he's landing, and he's backing Opetaia up for the first time in the fight. And earlier in this round and in the last round, he actually landed clean on Opetaia and backed him up.
Yeah.
So we're reaching quite an exciting conclusion, because we're in the 11th round. There's just one round left. I would say that Opetaia is comfortably ahead on points, but the last 2 rounds, definitely Briedis is in the ascendancy. And he's landing the bigger shots. He's landed another one there.
Oof.
Whoa.
Opetaia.
So this is reaching quite an exciting conclusion. I think Briedis, whatever happens tonight, he would have wished he had started earlier, because now he's actually...
But with the timeout, if he starts earlier, loses his gas tank, maybe he gets cleaned out. So
that's true as well.
Who knows? Maybe he's landing shots. I don't think we've seen any knockdowns in the fight so far, but... if he can get a knockdown, maybe, even a flash one, maybe that's going to help him when it comes to the scorecards. But
I think he's well behind on the scorecards. But like I said, he's definitely got Opetaia backing out. A little bit of a renaissance here from Opetaia now in the last 20 seconds. That's probably the youth coming through.
Yeah, again, so there's a timeout there. I think it's for constant head clashing because of the styles. And while the ref's talking to them, a lot of people asking, where's Shane? Where is Shane? Indeed, Shane would have been normally with us. Couldn't make it tonight. But I'm sure he'll be back. He'll be back on the next one.
As was James. James is not here either tonight. James Toon. Big up to James Toon.
And big up to Shane as well.
He's probably still dining out on his Leeds team, isn't he?
yeah, he's out celebrating.
Yeah.
But there you go. But what do you think? What do you think about?
Right. Okay. So tonight, I'm going for Usyk. Some people might say that's no surprise, because people who know me will know that I'm not a massive fan of the way Tyson Fury conducts himself. However, I want to make it clear that I'm trying to be as professional as I can. I'm not basing this on any personal.
Now let your hate shine through, man. Let your hate shine through, man. Let us know in the comments. Let us know in the comments. What do you want, man? You want political Laurie or full-time hater Laurie, man? Just let the hate come out.
No, but you know what it is, right? Even though I'm not a big fan of the way him and his team, notably his dad, conduct themselves, you have to give the man credit. He's the heavyweight champion of the world for a reason. He's unbeaten in a long career, which stretches back many years. So he's there on merit. And I think it's going to be a great fight. I really do. It might not be the most exciting fight. I think it might take time to catch fire. But it's intriguing because you've got Tyson Fury, the bigger athlete, the longer athlete, maybe the stronger athlete, against a guy like Usyk, Usyk's one of my favourite fighters. I'm going to put it on the line, man. The guy's brilliant. I've been following this guy since he was an amateur. He won an Olympic gold medal at the London Games 2012. He's won the World Amateur Championship. He was successful in the what was that, WSB, whatever you call it?
The World Series.
World Series of
Super
boxing.
Series boxing, yeah.
Outstanding boxer, really is. Got everything. Got footwork, defense, offense, heart. He can punch a little bit too. Everything is there, man. He's a brilliant exponent of the game.
And one of the not few, but one of the few fighters in the world at the moment that's cleaned out a division.
Exactly. Yeah, he's done that cruiserweight, and now he's attempting to do it at heavyweight. I think if he wins tonight, there's an argument to make him pound for pound best fighter in the world. Yeah. That's how highly I rate Oleksandr Usyk.
And he's close anyway, right? He's in the top three.
Definitely.
Between him, Crawford, and Inoue.
Yeah, him, Crawford, and Inoue. Yeah, those are the three for me. So yeah, man, if he can do that tonight, you got to make a case for him. As we're speaking, we're into the last round here, and it's a good last round. Both fighters are going for it. Looks like Opetaia's got his legs back. He's recovered from the
good body shots.
From the little adversity he faced a couple of rounds ago. But Briedis
trying to go for a kill.
Good shot!
Sort of a counter, right?
Good shot, and Opetaia
absolutely. He's rocked there.
Yeah, he was rocked, and he looks bloody. He looks a bit disorganised there.
Yeah.
But I do think he's going to have enough to see it out.
Yeah, he should do. And like you say, with the amount of points that he's banked, even if he is dropped, which still seems unlikely, but even if he was dropped, it probably wouldn't make a difference to the scorecard. No. But Briedis is a warrior sport, and
Briedis left it too late.
Losing like a warrior though, the way he's ending the fight. But yeah, probably left it a bit too late. You'd have to say. What time? Do we know what time? Obviously, this is the final fight, and then we've got the main event after this, right?
Yeah, the main event.
A lot of people in the comments are asking when the main event is, when the ring walks are going to start. Listen, you know how boxing is. We've got a minute left of this last fight, and then we've got whatever media packages they're going to run, interviews, stuff like that. I reckon probably another 20-25 minutes, and then the main event will really kick off, and we'll get ring walks and all that kind of stuff. So
good little combination there from Opetaia, a little 3-punch combo. But earlier on in this fight, he seemed to be pretty much in control. He was working behind the jab. He was using his feet well. As I said, Briedis wasn't doing too much, but I think Briedis probably took the decision.
Oh, it's a good jab from Opetaia.
To let his hands go, and when he's done that, he's actually had success. So,
what's you think it's just down to Briedis being more active, or you think Opetaia's giving him opportunities like we saw Haney outboxing Ryan Garcia, but it was just giving Garcia opportunity to fight?
Yeah, I think what happened was Opetaia was controlling things with his footwork and his jab, and Briedis seemed a little bit off. I mean, as I was saying, he's not fought for 22 months.
the bell goes and Briedis throws his hands up, but
fighters tend to do that, but almost by default these days.
He's probably happy to have got through the fight. That's what he's celebrating.
Both look pretty banged up.
Yeah, really good fight. Really good fight.
But I'd definitely say Opetaia's won this fight.
Yeah.
But Briedis, I think he'll be kicking himself because I think he left it too late.
Yeah.
But he definitely hurt Opetaia down the stretch here, and you can see from Opetaia's face. Yeah. He's been in it. You know what I mean? He's been in the wars.
A lot of people in the comments saying they want to see heel Laurie. That's what they want.
Still want to see what?
Heel, the evil Laurie. Himanshu in the chat. Shout out Himanshu, man. Himanshu wants to see evil Laurie come out, man.
Listen, man, I'd like to think I'm consistent. Like I said, listen, man, I'll put it on the line. Well, everyone, Himanshu, he knows me. Big up Himanshu, by the way. He's always tuning into our streams. Listen, man, I'm fairly consistent. I think the two things are separate. You can not like how somebody conducts himself, but still appreciate how good they are as a fighter.
Especially in this
Tyson
sport.
Fury falls into that. Listen, some people love it. I was chatting to a couple of guys yesterday, and they say Fury's good for boxing because they like all the antics. But for me, I don't really rock with that. You know what I mean?
Especially in an individual sport. You know, in a team sport like football is very different. But in an individual sport, it's all on you to do everything. You've got to go in the ring and perform. You've got to sell sell the tickets, and you've got to sell the fight. You really create your own value. There's no set, stable salary. So I do understand and I do empathise, but you know, you wonder how much of it is somebody's particular character and how much of it is showmanship.
Yeah, exactly.
But you know, and it's so funny. These guys, both, you know, in the conversation for once in a generation fighters, what they've been able to do, and both conduct themselves in such different ways. You know, Usyk very, you know,
I'm speaking to you now. This guy actually thinks he's won.
That's his hand went up.
Either that or he's putting on a great act.
Briedis' hand went up, and not only that, but when Opetaia went to kind of shake his hand, he looked a bit.
Yeah, he seemed to be telling him I won that.
Yeah,
and I'm like, nah, man, I don't think you did.
We'll see. We will see.
But yeah, as I was saying, listen, Tyson Fury, I get it. He's a larger than life character. He appeals to a certain demographic who like loud, boisterous stuff like that. I get it. However, I do find some of the act a little bit boorish and tiresome at times.
Yep.
And it's not really for me, bro. That's all I can say. It's not really for me. That being said, you can't argue with what he's achieved.
Yeah.
And like I said, he's unbeaten. He's had a long career. He's a heavyweight champion of the world. He won it. Pretty significant win away from home in Germany, 2015. He dethroned the then champion Vladimir Klitschko on a wide points. So he's not been beaten since. He's had hiatuses out the ring due to World Chronicle problems he's had. Come back, won fights that I didn't think he would win. So I've got to be, fair to him in that regard. But for me, man, I think Usyk's just a different beast. I know he's smaller. I know he's coming up from cruiserweight. But he's got to be one of the best boxers in the world right now. And I just think his skill set is superior to Fury's.
Yep.
And I do think he'll have enough to get the job done tonight. By the way, we're just waiting for the decision. It seems to be taking a while. I don't know if it's a split decision. Joe Opetaia is looking a little bit worried. He's thinking, why is this taking so long to get in there? Oh, he's won it.
There you go.
He's won it. Haven't been given these scorecards. They've not put that on the screen. But he definitely won that fight for me. Nick, your thoughts?
On this fight or on the main event?
On this one.
Yeah, I mean, like
I know you didn't see, to be fair, I know you didn't see the whole fight. Just comment on what you saw.
Yeah, Opetaia just, it's good to see him getting challenged, right? There was a period of time where we thought this guy might just come through and clean out the whole division. There's already talk of him potentially moving up to heavyweight. And this is what you want to see, good competitive fights. And Briedis gave a real good account of himself the last sort of 3-4 rounds. But, he's going to be asking questions about if he did that for longer, there's opportunities there. But this is a guy he's been in the ring with before. He knows what he's capable of. And, I think Opetaia definitely deserves the win. Good counter punching, good movement, different things like that.
That was early on in the fight when he was
Briedis heavy-handed, isn't he? So when he catches you, he's going to do you damage. He doesn't have to catch you consistently, but, he just has to catch you a few times to turn the fight. So,
and I think with Briedis as well, I mean, as I was saying earlier, that his activity levels weren't that great.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of that could be down to the fact that prior to this fight, he'd not fought for 22 months.
Yeah.
That's a long, long time, especially at his age. Nearly 2 years out the ring and then coming in and taking in a real good champion like Opetaia.
Yeah, for sure.
It was always going to be difficult. But he did have his moments, as we're seeing there. He landed some big shots. We know Briedis can punch. And towards the end, he was giving Opetaia some real problems, marked him up, cut him. So, yeah, man. But he came through. We're looking at the CompuBox stats here. Total punches landed, Opetaia 83, Briedis 70. I'm surprised it was that close.
On that, dragging it back to the main event, apparently, one of the things that Shane was saying when we were speaking midweek is just about Usyk's level of activity and punch output. And he was saying that apparently Tyson Fury in his last 3 fights combined has not thrown more punches than just Oleksandr Usyk in 12 rounds against Anthony Joshua. So this is a man who throws a hell of a lot of punches. And we know Fury is very slick and very defensively astute, but he's normally slick and defensively astute against guys who are either punching straight or not throwing that many punches. If he's against a Chisora, if he's against a White, if he's against a Wilder, they do not have anywhere close to the output or the awkward punching angles that Usyk has.
Definitely.
But then all of them carry more power, would be maybe the counter argument.
Yeah. I mean, listen, I would say this. If you exclude the size, which you can't really because the size difference is so big that you have to include it. But if you look at them as just boxers, skill for skill, I don't think there's any area of boxing that you could say that Fury is better than Usyk at. I think Usyk is better than him in literally every facet of boxing. But what makes this such an...
that's linked to size, they're like power.
Yeah, exactly. What makes this fight so intriguing is the size differential. I mean, Fury's so much more the bigger man. I think he's 3 stone heavier tonight.
Yeah.
He's like 4 or 5 inches taller, 6 inches taller, 6'3" to 6'9".
Yeah.
He's going to be stronger, let's face it. So that is where I mean, Fury does have skills, don't get me wrong. For a big man, he's very mobile. He can be very tricky, very awkward. But I've seen what I would describe as a bit of a decline in recent fights. We saw the Ngannou debacle. I actually thought he lost that to Ngannou.
Yeah.
But regardless of whether he thought he won or lost, I mean, officially got the nod on the cards. He didn't look good. The 2 fights before that, there were rudimentary wins against Derek Chisora and Dillian White, respectively. I think the knockout of Dillian was good. It was a good punch. But if I'm going to be honest, I think Fury is on the decline. I don't think he wanted this fight. If you remember, before they were supposed to fight in February, Fury got the cut. Prior to that fight, he was talking about he didn't want the fight. He didn't want to fight Usyk. He almost got forced into it in a way.
Yeah.
And I just think he knows, man, that this is going to be a very, very difficult night for him because Usyk not only is such a great fighter, but he's extremely motivated. He wants that. He wants to become undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. Also, you've got to remember Usyk being from Ukraine. He's a much-loved figure in Ukraine, and obviously with the troubles and the war out there, he's on a mission. He wants to do it for his country. That makes him a very dangerous person, especially when you consider as well that literally all of this man's fights take place on the road. He's used to fighting
He's a
away
travelling
from
man.
home. So,
Which is something that Tyson Fury prides himself on.
Yeah.
They're so parallel. Do you know what I mean? They're both people that go and travel. They're both dominating their heavyweight division. And although they both have stopped fighters, they're both not really known for knockout punches. They're known as jab and move. You know, this is probably the first time we're having a heavyweight title fight, and especially an undisputed heavyweight title fight, where we're not really looking at knockout artists, really.
true.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
they can knock people out, don't get me wrong. 6'3", 6'8", 18 stone guys, they can of course knock people out, but they're not knockout artists. You know, we don't really go into these types of fights and go, who's winning it on points? You know, the betting favorite is going to be one of the fighters on points, probably Fury, and then the second favorite is going to be Usyk on points as well. You know, so it's an interesting way to look at things. They've been on a collision course, really. You know, obviously Usyk and his unbelievable amateur pedigree, you know, it's all been building up to this moment. He's said from a long time ago he wanted to move up to heavyweight. He wanted to take it all the way up there. People weren't sure if his skills were going to be able to translate to heavyweight. Remember that was a conversation at the time. And now after comprehensively beating Anthony Joshua twice and taking down you know, Chisora and really acclimatizing to the weight class, it's a big step up, obviously, from he's done AJ, Dubois, Chisora, but then he goes up to Tyson Fury. Very different style of fighter, but you know, like I say, it does feel like it's been on a collision course for a long time. And for me, I'm only 31 years old, and obviously, like we said, I am, yeah, I know, hard life. But for me, the fact that we're here feels a bit surreal for me. There was a period of time, you know, shout out to Uncle Turkey in Saudi, but there was definitely a period of time where we thought we're never going to see these fights. Yeah. AJ versus Wilder, AJ versus Fury, and now really what he's done for boxing in recent years, especially for the big names, is there's nowhere to hide. There's no real excuse anymore for people not to be fighting each other. You know, no broadcaster deals, no this, no that. All of the money's there to make these fights happen, and it feels surreal that we're even here, to be honest with you.
No, absolutely. Big up the man, Turkey Al Sheikh. What he's done in boxing has been remarkable. Yeah. I mean, he's actually the chief catalyst behind a lot of these fights taking place. Obviously, money talks. They've got the money. But, you know, he's done a lot of work behind the scenes to bring the respective camps together. He's even got Frank Warren and Eddie Hearn working together. Yeah. Indeed, if you look at the ringside, they're sat next to each other today. Yeah. Like they're best mates. Who would have thought that a couple of years ago?
In years to come, this, you know, who knows how long Saudi are in boxing for? Hopefully it's for the long haul. But in years to come, these moments that we're seeing now with him bringing these people together, these are landmark moments.
Yeah, absolutely. Great point.
Especially with some of the older promoters, some of the promoters getting long in the tooth and looking to move on to newer promotion companies, you know, on the horizon. He'll be building relationships with all these guys, and, you know, it will change things massively.
You could argue that he's pretty much saved boxing, because there was a strong argument to suggest that boxing was going through a bit of a decline. People were saying that one of the chief reasons for that was that they weren't getting the fights they wanted to see.
Yeah.
And this guy's come along, and by hook or by crook, he's been able to eliminate a lot of the politics that was getting these fights from prevented to get made. And he's come in there, he's done his thing. Yes, he's got the money, but he's also been a good, how can I put it? He's politicized behind the scenes and got people working together. It's not just the money. So you got to give him a lot of credit. And here we are today, man, on the verge of undisputed.
One of the other things that people criticise boxing for that does a lot of damage to the sport, we've got to talk about it, is officiating. You know, and that's been a big concern for people like myself. I said if I was putting money on the fight, which I'm not, I would have to go Fury, because I feel like if a lot of the rounds are close, competitive, I think that he gets them. And I also think that he's going to get away with quite a lot in terms of dirty tactics, in terms of the leaning on people, in terms of the headbutts and the elbows, in terms of all of that kind of stuff, stalling for time if he is in trouble. How tight and strong are the referees going to be? Because ultimately, as much money as Turkey and the other people around him have, they want a return on investment, and they've got to look at these fights as, where do we get the biggest return on investment? And the biggest return on investment after this would be Tyson Fury going up against Anthony Joshua.
Yeah. Joshua, by the way, is at ringside. He sat next to Cristiano Ronaldo, no less.
We all remember that. We remember that face that Fury made when AJ knocked down Ngannou.
Yeah,
and his face just was like, damn,
that's right,
you know.
Yeah. No, but you know, that last point you made there is very pertinent. I mean, we were speaking off camera about that same thing, and I do agree with you. I do think that Fury is not just the bookies' favourite, but I think a lot of people would like to see him win, if only for the fact they want to see that Fury versus Joshua fight.
And the media stuff. He's English speaking. Usyk's English is good. Don't get me wrong. I can't speak any second languages. Can't speak any Ukrainian, so don't want to disrespect the man. But, you know, he's not as sellable. He's sellable based to you know, big boxing fans. Klitschko's in the house. Steven Gerrard's in the house. They're sellable to...
Who's that then?
He plays Wolverine in in X-Men.
Holyfield's
there. Ryan Garcia's there dancing.
Ryan Garcia.
dancing.
He might not be dancing come May the 22nd.
Laporte is there. X-Man City.
David Hay.
Of course he's there.
AJ
next to Ronaldo.
Two superstars in their respective sports.
But yeah, you know, from a sellable,
blinged out. Look at that watch.
It's mad. But from a sellable perspective, you know, you've got to think that a lot of the people, that's fans, that's referees, that's, you know, a rising tide raises all ships, as they say, and the more money that's in sport, and in this sport particularly, is you know, it's better for everybody.
Boxing's always been very politically driven. When I say that, I mean that there's always a lot of shenanigans going on behind the scenes, which unfortunately sometimes means that the results don't correlate, if you see what I'm saying. Like, you'll be watching a fight, you think, boxer A is completely dominating boxer B, and then lo and behold, when the decision's announced, boxer B gets a decision, and you're shaking your head in absolute bemusement. Let's hope that's not the case tonight, but I do take your point, Nick, that
I just wanted to get it in there early, because I don't want anything funky to happen, and then after the fight it's like, do you know what I mean? So I wanted to just say it early.
You're right to mention it. You're absolutely right to mention it. What's the comment saying? What are people saying? How's that poll doing?
Let's see where we're at on the poll. I think we're still looking at 52% Tyson Fury. So 52% Tyson Fury, 40% Oleksandr Usyk, and 8%, which I could see this as well.
Yeah, I could see that.
I could see a draw. I'll
give you the circumstances by which I think that draw might take place.
Usyk wins.
Yeah. It'll be one of them where Usyk, you're thinking, Usyk's won this comfortably, and they somehow managed to get a draw out of it. So, listen, man, I hope that's not the case, and people forgive us if we sound a bit negative, but we're just
cynical
from past experience. I think it's entirely justifiable to approach this with a degree of skepticism and cynicism.
The thing is,
the reason why I say that is because we've seen this play out before in boxing.
The thing is, as well, for us, you know, people often have, boxing's a very political sport. Like you say, people got their favourites for a lot of different reasons, and we don't want to be here after the fight and you guys say to us, well, you didn't mention this before the fight. We're trying to cover, and obviously boxing takes a long time to get started, so we want to cover as much ground as we can and get it all out there straight away before the fight starts. You know, the other thing with these two guys, we've spoken about how similar they've been career-wise, and, you know, longevity in the sport, similar age, etc. The mind games, you know, you see the mind games at the workout. They come out fighting in different styles. Then apparently Usyk's camp were complaining about the canvas of the ring.
Yeah, what was that about the ring? I think they was talking about the seams.
Yeah, he didn't like the seams of the ring. Apparently Fury's team are now on the, just like literally tonight in the last hour or so, they were also complaining about the ring.
Really?
Yeah. So
mind games,
you know, lots and lots of mind games happening, and this is what happens at the elite level of this.
If you remember, actually, back in 2015, I think it was in Dusseldorf when Fury won the title against Klitschko.
Yeah.
Him and his team made a big song and dance about the sponginess of the mattress.
Yeah.
And the ring mattress, that is.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of back and forth, and they were threatening to pull out of the fight and stuff like that. And I think Vladimir Klitschko has since admitted that Fury did get under his skin in that fight they had.
Yeah.
And he's always said he wanted a rematch. Obviously, that didn't materialise because of Fury's problems and whatever. So I think he still holds a little bit of a grudge against Tyson Fury for that reason. And he's in the house tonight. I saw him being interviewed early, Vladimir Klitschko, and he's still going on about he wanted the rematch that he never got.
Yeah.
He's there, obviously, to support Klitschko, who's his countryman. And he did also give his prediction, and he thinks that Usyk will win fairly comfortably, is what he said.
I mean, yeah, he's to be fair, he's always going to predict that, isn't he? Because like you say, they're from the same country, and you know, especially at a time like this, they're going to really do everything they can to support each
Usyk
other.
used to spar with him. I think when Usyk turned pro, he actually signed with Klitschko Promotions, K2. And from what I understand, Nick, and you know, I've heard this a few times in the game, is that he used to spar with Usyk used to spar with Klitschko, and he used to give him that work, man. That's what I heard.
Yeah.
Even as a young guy coming up as a cruiserweight, he was bashing up Klitschko in sparring. And look,
but you can imagine that. Look at his style. Very, very, very. This would have been a cruiserweight Usyk that he was sparring as well. So very, very fast, very active, and someone like Klitschko, who's pretty slow, does a lot of the basics very, very well. Jab, move, and then arguably lean. Jab, move, and hug. You know, someone like Usyk could be an absolute nightmare for him.
Yeah, the mobility, the movement.
That being said, he has stopped blowing up cruiserweights before, Vladimir Klitschko. So.
Yeah, that's true. But not quite as good as Usyk was. Because to me, I think you can make an argument between him and Holyfield as them two being the best cruiserweights ever.
Yeah, and if Usyk is able to win this fight, where does that put him all time? Two questions and two big things about people are asking is, where does that put him as an all-time fighter?
Oh, definitely Hall of Famer.
I think both of these guys are potential Hall of Famers, whether we like it or not. But also, you know, you said about Klitschko not getting the rematch he always wanted. If Usyk wins this fight, there is a rematch clause.
There is.
And it would be difficult for Fury to turn down the money. But where does Fury go if he does lose?
Well, you know what? That question is one that's been spoken about often. There is a school of thought to suggest that if Fury was to lose, he might walk away from the sport because he said... See, this is the trouble with Tyson Fury because he can be quite inconsistent. So for example, I've heard him say on previous occasions that...
He's like English weather.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I've heard him say on several occasions that he doesn't like boxing.
Yep.
And then the very next day, sometimes the same day, he will say that he loves the sport and is going to be around for another 10 years.
Yep.
But I've read stuff from people close to him that say that if he was to lose, he might jack it in or at least take a hiatus away from the sport.
Yeah.
So who knows?
Yeah. And what about Usyk? Where does he go?
I don't think Usyk will retire unless he gets badly beaten tonight because, I mean, he's 37 years old.
Yeah.
And... you know, I mean, he's done pretty much everything. He has done everything. If he was to lose tonight, he might say to himself, well, I gave it a good shot. I was champion of the world. I've made more than enough money. There's a war going on in my country. I've pretty much done it. Like I said, it probably depends on the manner of defeat.
Is there a potential catchweight fight for him with Beterbiev?
It's possible, although Beterbiev's got his own issues.
He's got Bivol to deal with.
Yeah, and
if he can get through
he's got an injury as well, hasn't he?
I'm leading Beterbiev for that fight, by the way. But if he can get through that, definitely like to see that.
That's another great fight, by the way. Beterbiev, who got injured. What was the nature of the injury? I don't quite know.
I thought it was a shoulder, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, that's not a good look. Yeah. You're talking about a man in his 40s.
Yeah.
Keeps on getting injured before fights. Yeah. It's not a good look. But, man, it's all about tonight. Yeah. And we're just waiting for the ring walks. We're being told that the ring walks should be any time now.
Yeah. Himanshu said knee injury.
Knee injury, okay.
Yeah. Same ones you get.
Listen, man, you know what it is with athletes or anyone that does a lot of training is that the knees are sometimes the first thing to start giving way.
Yeah. Jack Burton said Wilder or Ruiz. Andy Ruiz could be an interesting fight. I just don't know if the money's going to be there.
Well, for me...
For Usyk we're talking about, if Usyk were to win.
Right, okay. I think Usyk beats both of those guys. But I do think if Wilder and Ruiz fight, I think that definitely Ruiz wins.
Yeah.
I think Wilder's done. I think those 3 fights with Tyson Fury pretty much emptied the tank. He looked very unimpressive in that last fight against Joseph Parker. He's fighting Zhang, isn't he? He's fighting Zhilei Zhang. Yeah, I think Zhang will knock him out.
Yeah.
I think that could be a quite brutal knockout.
I think that could be quite bad, yeah.
However,
when he has been knocked out, it's always looked quite brutal when he's on the receiving end, to be fair.
I mean, I don't know if you must have seen his last fight. He looked woeful, I've got to say. He looked terrible.
Joseph Parker.
Yeah, against Parker, he looked woeful. I mean, okay, fair play to Joseph Parker. A lot of people weren't expecting him to win that, and he won it, and he won it well. But I also have to comment on how bad Wilder was. He was absolutely woeful.
No, it was terrible.
And if he goes in there, anything like that against Zhang,
Yeah.
even if he improves 30% of what I saw against Parker, he still gets smoked.
Yeah, he'd have to have a whole.
He's only hoping that fight is to just shut his eyes and land a big right hand and hope that Zhang drops. But Zhang's got a good chin.
Comment here from Francisco. Drop your predictions down as well, because we're coming closer and closer to the main events. Let me know what you think. I think draw is a great outside shout, and actually, again, I said before, we don't normally see people that are not knockout artists at this type of level in heavyweight, but just a fight that could go anywhere. No result would surprise anybody. If you went to sleep tonight and woke up tomorrow and heard that Usyk won by knockout, you wouldn't be massively surprised. Fury by knockout, not either way on point.
No, that's
a draw,
point.
anything could happen. Got a comment here from Francisco. Shout out Francisco. Hey Laurie, great to see you talking boxing again. I'm glad it's just you and Nick without the kids.
Hey, that's a great point. No, but shout out to Nick
to them.
Sorry, not Nick. Sorry,
Shane and
James and yeah.
They're here in spirit, man.
But we're here, man. The oracle and the voice of reason. How about that? But yeah, listen, man. We're waiting patiently. Yeah. Although I am, I'm starting to feel a little bit
antsy.
Yeah.
How do you think they feel?
Yeah, man. I wanna get this show started.
Who's had the? You'd have to say that maybe Fury's had the bigger nights. The bigger nights than Usyk.
Yeah, I would say so. On balance,
Usyk's had some big nights now. But I guess now since he's moved to heavyweight, more big nights, but maybe not quite this level. And where does Fury stand as the toughest opponent that he's going to fight? Maybe the most awkward style, but he's fought great. He's fought Gassiev, and he's fought some really, really good fighters in his career. Especially if you're going down to the amateurs as well, he's fought people like was it Beterbiev? Have you fought in the amateurs?
Yeah, he fought. He's 2-1 with Beterbiev.
So he's some really, really good fights in his career. Where is Tyson in toughest fighters, or is it just awkward?
Well, I guess we'll have to see tonight because Usyk's been in with every type of style and he's always prevailed, which is why I'm making favourite tonight.
Yeah.
But I do think that Fury could be his hardest night.
Yeah.
Simply because of the size. And I've said it before and I'll say it again, and this is no disrespect to Tyson Fury. It's just what I honestly feel. I feel that if it wasn't for the size, if these two guys were similar in height and weight and reach, I think that I'd be picking Usyk to win comfortably. I
100%.
think that the size, you cannot get away from how much that can make a difference. There is that old saying in boxing, a good big one will always beat a good little one. And we've got two very good uns tonight.
Yeah.
But I do think, though, that Usyk, for me, he's on that. He's a special talent, man.
Yeah.
He's a generational talent.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if Fury's a generational talent, but Usyk definitely is.
It's crazy that we're in a world where 6'3" now is really small.
Great point.
Heavyweight. That in the old days that was pretty big. Himanshu's got a comment before. They're doing the Saudi national anthem and everyone's standing up, and so I think that we're just getting closer and closer to the main event now, guys. It shouldn't be too much longer. But Himanshu says, just going back to that Beterbiev thing, do you guys think Beterbiev is sus? He always gets injured before the fight, and fight has to be delayed 4 or 5 months. I know he's about 40, but still, do you think there's anything in that?
Well, I know where he's going with this. And indeed, in that last fight that Beterbiev had against Callum Smith, there was the question of the raised testosterone they found in his system. And I know that Callum Smith and his camp were very unhappy about that.
Yeah.
And there were words said by Callum Smith's camp. But what I've looked into it, and raised testosterone is something that can be produced naturally by the body.
Yeah.
So you have to give him the benefit of the doubt. Some people have suggested that the injuries could be him cycling off on and off. Now, listen, man, I don't want to go there. You know what I mean? I don't want to go there. I don't want to get this channel sued or myself in trouble.
But when it comes to these types of issues, there's men out there that are proven and people still defend them and get upset. So it's such a difficult issue, isn't it? But there you go.
You can only go on what we know, failed tests. Talking of which, I've got to ask you, we saw him earlier being interviewed by the broadcasters there. Ryan Garcia versus Devin Haney about a month ago. Very controversial fight. Surprising result in many ways. I thought Haney would outbox Ryan Garcia and win.
I said
but
earlier
got
that he
dropped
did for
about
large
4 or
portions.
5 times.
I said earlier he outboxed him for large portions of the fight, and people in the comments disagreed with me.
I think you're right.
He outboxed him for large parts of the fight, but
he also got dropped about 4 or 5 times.
he did, yeah. And Shakur Stevenson said that he thought that there was something off about Ryan, just looking at his size ahead of the fight.
Well, let's be honest, man. I'm going to keep it funky here with this one. So, Ryan Garcia, right? Let's be honest. He didn't even attempt to make the weight. The reason why we're talking about this, people, is that we're still waiting for the fight to start. They got an artist. Nick's younger than me. Who's that young man?
I think that's JID. I think.
Yeah, you know more about this stuff.
I think that's JID. I could be very wrong and embarrass myself.
In the comments, people, let us know if you're watching who this young man with the very elaborate suit on. He's rapping. This is what we were saying, wasn't it, about these fights take so long to kick off.
Yeah,
Ryan Garcia.
It is JID, yeah. I'm still young and cool.
Okay,
right.
Yeah, you nailed it. Right, yeah, so Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney. I'll give you my quick thoughts on it, and I'll ask you what your thoughts was. So, for me, very good fight. Fight starts with, in the first round, Ryan Garcia catches Devin Haney with a picturesque left hook, wobbles him badly. And from that moment on, Devin Haney didn't really look himself. He didn't really have his feet under him. To be fair to Devin Haney, he showed a lot of heart.
Yeah.
And I do agree with you, in a lot of the rounds when he wasn't getting buzzed or getting knocked down, he actually won a lot of those rounds. So it's one of them fights that, although aesthetically it looked like he was getting beaten up, he was winning rounds.
Yeah.
Nevertheless, I do agree that Ryan Garcia on the night deserved to get the victory.
Yeah.
But, like I said, there are caveats. Number one, Ryan Garcia did not even attempt to make the weight. He was actually 3.2 pounds overweight. Didn't even try to make the weight. For me, that's cheating, because we all know in boxing, especially at the lighter weights, when you have to make weight, that is a big deal. I boxed myself as an amateur, and I can tell you, man, that making weight is one of the hardest things in the sport, because every little pound, especially when it comes to taking off those last couple of pounds, it's a nightmare.
Yeah.
Boxers will sometimes go 24 hours, maybe even longer, without eating food. You may have seen some of the MMA guys, when they're cutting weight, some of them are literally passing out on the scales.
Yeah.
So you got Devin Haney, who struggles to make 140. And then you got Ryan Garcia, who didn't even attempt to make the weights. For me, that gives him a big advantage going into the fight.
Yeah.
That being said, the fight took place. He appeared to win comfortably because of the knockdowns and all the rest of it. So I gave him credit for that. Then, of course, after, just as he's basking in his glory and, we're all celebrating the win and thinking, wow, what a big turn-up, we found out that the man's failed drug test. First, we found out that he's failed, was it Ostarine, which is something that Amir Khan got busted for, amongst others. And then there was suspected nandrolone. Now, I know he got cleared of the nandrolone one, but he's failed the tests on Ostarine, and apparently his Ostarine levels were 60 times higher than the accepted limit. So there's something clearly funky going on there.
Yeah.
His B sample is to be tested. I think we get the results of that on May the 22nd.
Yeah.
But for me, I think that that fight, the decision should be changed to a no contest. And if that B test result comes back positive, which we all expect it will, because let's face it, when they take the samples, it's just one sample split into A and B. So if he's failed the A, he's 99.9% certain he's going to fail the B. If it's confirmed on May the 22nd that he has in fact failed a drugs test, not only should the result be changed to a no contest, I think he should be banned for at least a couple of years. He's contesting it. He's accusing everyone of being in this massive conspiracy against him. But at the end of the day, man, it's what they call strict liability. He can blame this man, that man. He can blame anyone he wants. At the end of the day, there's something called strict liability when it comes to performance-enhancing drugs, which is that if it's in your system, you are responsible. End of story. Now, what's your take on it?
The same. I think, you see him hanging around with people like Donald Trump. You see him hanging around, he's taken the Tyson Fury and Donald Trump school of PR, to be honest with you. Blame everybody else.
Lie.
deny everything,
Yeah.
blame anybody, blame everybody. The system's against him. The aliens are after him. We're not even going to get into some of the stuff he was saying pre-fight. And he was getting a lot of praise, similar to the kind of people that like characters like Tyson Fury, like you say, who are really entertaining characters. He's getting lots of praise for how he promoted the fight and all that kind of stuff. And because he's taken this Tyson Fury route, when he says, because of the stuff he was doing pre-fight, when he said, I don't care about the weight, you're inclined to believe him. But that could be a lie. He could have genuinely tried to make weight.
I don't think. No, he's admitted that he didn't try to make the weight.
But I'm saying you don't know when, with someone like him and someone like Tyson Fury, you have no idea when they're lying and when they're telling the truth. You don't know what's a game plan and what's not. You have no idea. And if the B sample,
if you fail, if you've not made the weight by at least 3.2 pounds, that does suggest to me that you didn't really try to make the weight.
Like I say, if the B sample comes back positive, then it's got to be a ban.
Man. I mean, and the result should be overturned. Do you think?
Yeah. We've seen that. We've seen that before, and there's. I'm not talking about Ryan Garcia because I don't want to act like I'm just saying this for Ryan and not anybody else. But when these things happen as well, potential criminal charges.
Yeah.
I mean, there should be criminal charges for these types of things. People can lose their life. We've seen,
Absolutely.
I think, 2 or 3 deaths this year already in professional boxing.
Good point.
So we just can't have it. In a year or two's ban, just quite simply isn't enough. And again, it's the boxing boards. They're the ones that don't want to do it because they'll have to be consistent. If they ban him, they might have to end up banning some of their cash cows because you get people that might even be clean all the way through, but when they hit a later age, like we were talking about Opetaia, when certain things start to go wrong, they'll do anything just to try to extend that career by a few years, especially at the top level, because 1 year could be 30, 40, 50, 100 million pounds for some fighters, So it's a big deal, but
it is
definitely
a big deal.
overturn
I
the
know
result.
Devin Haney's talking about suing Ryan Garcia and all sorts of stuff. So it's a very ugly situation, man. And it's a shame, really, because when he won that night, it was quite a big upset. And the way he fought, you had to give him credit for it. You had to say, listen, man, because I personally didn't see that coming.
Yeah.
I
Especially with the mind games
coming
before.
Yeah.
Especially of him showing that he's not training and he's taking the mick and he's eating, he's drinking, and he's doing this, he's doing that. And you, like I say, until he gets on the scale, you really don't know how much of that is a bit of a joke and a bit of a farce. And then he gets on the scale and actually you go, okay, you were being serious, and then go and win. So, it's difficult. If you can go and, the being overweight thing, I think, there's got to be some discipline there, but the performance enhancing drugs, definitely, get him out of sport.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, we will find out on May the 22nd the conclusion of the testing. But as I said before, I'm not expecting it to change, really.
MJ23 Goat said, hey guys, leave politics.
Is this Usyk?
Yeah, that's Usyk. Oh, Usyk ring walk. Usyk ring walk.
It's dressed up in some kind of traditional dress. Cossack dress, is that? I don't know.
I'm not sure. I wouldn't know.
But the man's doing it for his country, he says. And look, and one thing about Usyk, he always looks very confident.
Yeah.
He's not an arrogant man, but he is one that is very confident in himself. As he should be. When you consider his career, I think it's something like 320 odd amateur fights he's had. Yeah. Like I said, Olympic gold medalist, world amateur champion.
And no slouches as well. Like, a lot of those are not slouches, by the way. Do you know what I mean? When we're talking about potential greats like people like Opetaia have a 100% knockout record in the pros. These are the kind of people that he's fighting in the amateurs. He's not fighting nobodies in the amateurs, do you know what I mean? And then when he comes to pro, he comes late and he has to move his way through the pro ranks pretty quickly, moves through that cruiserweight division very, very quickly. You look at the amount of pro fights he's had and you think, double figures of those are at cruiserweight. How many fights he had at heavyweight now?
21.
5, 6?
Oh, sorry, heavyweight. Yeah, he's had 21 in total. Yeah,
he's had 5. Chisora,
Shaz Witherspoon, Chisora,
2 against AJ.
2 against AJ.
5.
Yeah.
Do you mean? So he's got 6.
And Daniel Dubois as well.
And Daniel Dubois, so 6. So he's dominated in 15 fights. He's moved through the cruiserweight division, a very good cruiserweight division as well.
And no one's come close to beating him. What do you make of?
This is awesome with the guys holding the belts up there.
Yeah, Evander Holyfield. Knows.
Yeah.
What do you make to the suggestion that Usyk can be vulnerable to the body? Now, in the amateurs, he was dropped a couple of times with body shots. We saw a couple of fights ago Daniel Dubois with that controversial. Personally, I didn't think that was low, to be honest. We did a watch along that.
Yeah.
And we all said, I think we pretty much all agreed that was a borderline shot.
Yeah.
He made quite a lot of it, to be honest. I think he was
And
being
again-
clever by doing that.
Yeah, again, I thought he was just being clever, but
Yeah.
you do question how much he was genuinely hurt.
Yeah. So what do you make of that? Do you think that is an area that Tyson Fury could exploit?
No. I think that, yes. Do I think that Usyk is potentially vulnerable to the body? Yes. Do I think that Tyson Fury is the right person to exploit that? No. There's the size difference and the hand speed. You know, every time Tyson tries to go to the body, especially if it's something that he does consistently, it makes it clear as part of his game plan. I think that Usyk will be able to make adjustments, and the time it will take him to get a body shot to Usyk punching all the way down, Usyk can probably get two headshots off.
Yeah, but it's difficult to envisage a fight going a lot of rounds and him not getting hit to the body, because I'm sure Tyson Fury will target that as a possible area.
But if he does it too consistently or tries to build his game plan off of it, I think that could be a problem. Do you know what I mean? I don't know, just because Usyk's got very good, like you say, the lateral movement and the counter punching ability is top tier, top tier.
Yeah.
You can't name me 5 fighters that can do that at heavyweight the way that this guy can. Granted, he's a smaller heavyweight moving
But I
up,
think it would be remiss of Tyson Fury and his team to not go for the body.
I
when
think
they
probably
get the
more
opportunity.
when they're close and they're in clinches. I could see that maybe. Do you know what I mean? You know, when Tyson tries to get in, if he can cut off the ring and try to get in close to him and lean on him and then start applying pressure to his body, that makes sense. But you know, at range, you know, it's all going to be about just dictating that space and that range.
I did once see Tyson Fury drop Deontay Wilder in their second fight with a body shot.
Yeah.
But that was Wilder. This is Usyk.
Yeah, you'd also not expect Wilder not just to have the right technical ability, but not to actually have as well a conditioned body. Wilder is very, very slight as a build, putting it mildly.
Yeah. Here comes Fury.
Here he comes.
The Fury team are on their way to the ring. He did promise a outlandish ring entrance. He's dancing. He looks confident, as he always does. He looks ready to go.
And again, with someone like Tyson Fury, it's so difficult to know how much. Don't get me wrong, Tyson Fury is an unbelievable boxer. He's very confident, but you never know how much of the confidence is part of the game plan, part of the showmanship. Shane said in the week that Tyson Fury needs to win the game of bravado to actually win the fight. He felt that would be quite an important part of the fight. I don't know what you think about that. I think you're probably going to say less so, I imagine.
I think that is important, but I don't think it's overly important, because when you've got a guy like Usyk, he's so experienced. He's been here so many times before. Like I said, 320 amateur fights, 21 pro fights, and a lot of those amateur fights were to very high levels. He's not going to be intimidated by Tyson Fury. He's not going to be particularly bothered by this.
Yeah.
He's a consummate pro. So whereas this stuff that Fury does could have got on under the skin of lesser fighters, I don't think that's going to work with Usyk.
Yeah.
But I do like the confidence that he's showing. He does look relaxed. He looks sweated up. So he's obviously done his warm up in the changing room.
I want to see how Usyk deals with the power. That's my biggest concern. That's what made me, the physical advantages made me. I know you're leaning more Usyk. I was leaning Fury in the week, and I'll just keep it consistent. I would quite like Usyk to win, because I'm not a big fan of Tyson Fury, and that was more his dad, to be honest with you, that I don't really like. But you know, I'm leaning that way just because I think, has Usyk been hit, even if he just gets hit with jabs, like you said, body shots, you know, the counter punch, you know, if he gets hit with these punches, I don't think he's been in with many people that are as heavy-handed as this. He might have been in with people that are more heavy-handed.
He's on his way to the ring, people.
More heavy-handed at cruiserweight, but I think the punches, every punch Fury throws, even though he's not known as a knockout guy, it's going to hurt. It's going to be a really powerful punch.
Well, if he sits down on his punches, it's going to be a big problem for Usyk, because Usyk, like I said, what is he? 18 stone 10, just short of 19 stone.
Yeah.
Look at the size of him.
Just steps over the ring.
6'9".
Steps over the ropes there.
Absolute behemoth. But as I said to you before, Nick, I know there were stories of Usyk putting a beat down on a much more experienced, bigger guy, Vladimir Klitschko, when he was just a young man, just turned pro. And Klitschko's 6'7".
But Klitschko's a lot more stationary.
Bigger puncher than Fury.
Bigger puncher, but a lot more stationary as a target. Tyson Fury on his best day, granted this is an aging Tyson Fury, and again, just to reiterate to a lot of people that are watching, Usyk is older than Tyson Fury. People always seem to forget that. So this is an aging Tyson Fury that isn't moving as much, but Tyson at his best is much more mobile than
Klitschko. Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, 100%.
Don't forget, guys, get your predictions down in the chat.
But have you seen a lot of that movement in recent fights, though?
it's starting to go away, but we know that with Tyson, this is what makes him such a difficult person to prepare for, because on his best day, what Tyson Fury are we getting tonight? Usyk, which Usyk are we getting? We know which Usyk we're getting. We get him every fight. Which Tyson Fury are we getting? People still go back to the second Wilder fight. Most people believe that Tyson Fury is gone. That person isn't there anymore. The one that walked down Wilder and just bashed him up and knocked him out. But that guy on that night, Tyson Fury in the second Wilder fight, could have walked in the ring with almost anybody, barring a few elite fighters, and taken them out. Now, is that Tyson Fury gone? Can he pull this type of performance out? We know he gets very charged up by having a better opponent in front of him. We see him raise levels when he's got a better opponent and drop levels when he hasn't. So can Usyk actually pull the best Tyson Fury out of him? Who knows?
Well, we're about to find out. We're going through the national anthems as we speak. We're currently watching, because we can't hear it, obviously, the Ukrainian anthem. I've got to say, Usyk looks nice and relaxed. He's got his hand over his heart and he's singing his national anthem. Tyson Fury's pacing the ring, doing a bit of shadow boxing. But yeah, man.
I'll read out some of the predictions that we got here.
Please do.
We need Fury to win, to see Fury and AJ. This from Frank. Thank you for the comment, Frank. No one wants to see Usyk fight anyone else. Let's be 100% honest. We want to see Fury versus AJ. Erhan Aksu said Usyk on points with a third round knockdown.
I wonder why he said the third round.
Strong prediction there. Monty 97, Usyk by Lomachenko shower talk.
Wow. By the way, did you see Loma a couple of weeks ago? Hey man, that guy last week, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He looked brilliant, man.
Brilliant. Some people saying Tyson. Mikey B, shout out Mikey B, regular here, said rate Usyk, but you guys are underestimating Tyson too much.
Could be.
And
we'll find out.
He said that Dubois actually had Usyk's number, just wasn't brave enough or intelligent enough to go for the finish.
Well, you know what? I'll just say quickly, in that fight, I mean, I was cheering Dubois on him being the Brit. I wanted to see him do well. But let's be honest, man, he was getting outboxed before he landed that punch. And then after, Usyk actually stepped his game up and got him out of there. So, yes, he did have success with that body shot. And he did do better than a lot of people thought. However, it was pretty much one-way traffic in that fight, apart from that moment. But shout out to Dubois. He's come back well. Had that very good win against Jerome Miller last time out, and he's fighting Filip Hrgovic next. Good luck to him in that one. Just quickly, while we're waiting for the UK anthem, what do you think the keys to victory are for both men? Just be very brief. Firstly, for Fury, what's the keys to victory?
Keys to victory for Fury is, I would say, physically imposing himself.
Yep.
Testing the referee. Test the referee out. See how much he's going to let you get away with, and then build your game plan from there. And to not get greedy. It's going to be a long fight, regardless of. I would love to see a knockdown. It's one of those moments I'd love to be wrong. I'd love to see a knockout, but realistically, we're most likely looking at going all the way to points. Right. So just preparing himself for a nice long fight, which it seems like he has.
So you're basically saying he's got to impose his size.
He's 100% got to impose his size. Like you said, you think, and lots of other people think, that Usyk is better in every other technical department. So it's going to have to come down to using that size.
Usyk is better in everything.
Yeah. But there you go.
So your keys to victory for Usyk then?
Usyk is going to be pure activity. Tyson Fury is very good at a lot of things. I'm not sure he's good at doing a lot of things at once. He's typically fought people. Tyson's always the slickest fighter in the ring. This may be the first time that he isn't the slicker fighter in the ring. That's going to be a change for him. So he can counterpunch. He can move around the ring. He can sit on his shots. Can he do all three at the same time or put two of those things together? That's what we don't really know. And activity from Usyk is going to force him, like we said, if Fury can do damage to him if he sits on his shots, or Fury can do damage to him if he goes to the body. Fury can't do anything if he's defending all the time. Do you know what I mean? Fury should hypothetically be facing more punches in this fight than he's ever faced, than he's been on the receiving end of from the last 5 or 10 fights combined. And that's not hyperbole. That is genuine. Do you know what I mean? He should be on that level of activity. So for both guys, it's going to be a war of attrition and activity from both people.
I'll tell you what's intriguing me, right? And I'm really... can't wait to see. We're seconds away. How do you think Tyson Fury will... do you think he'll go to Usyk, or do you think he'll try and box him?
Also, Anson doing our job for us. 1.7k watching. Hit the like button, mate. Yes, Anson. I love that energy. Say that again.
Do you think that Fury will come out and take the fight to Usyk, or do you think he will try and bait Usyk onto him?
I think because of the raw bravado, he'll come out and take the fight to Usyk, and I don't think it will last long. I think he'll do that for a round, and then try to push Usyk back a little bit, and not allow. The key thing for him. Usyk likes to fight with rhythm and flow, you know, that Ukrainian style. He has to disrupt that flow by any means necessary. That could be tying up his arms. That we're going to see quite a messy, I think, similar to like Arsenal playing City. I wouldn't be surprised to see a bit of an ugly fight. Sometimes you get the unbelievable team here and an unbelievable team there, and when they meet, it doesn't actually make for the best fight.
Yeah,
doesn't make for the best match. And sometimes I think we could see quite an ugly fight, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I'll tell you what I'm going to do.
Someone said, "Lol, this guy doesn't shut up once." We're doing a watch along, mate.
Who's he talking about?
I don't know, but either way, we're both doing a watch along.
I thought that was the whole idea, right? You know. But anyway, all I'm going to do now, I'm going to give you a bit of paper and a pen, and I'm going to ask you to score it. Or you're going to do it?
I've got it.
Oh, right, okay.
I got an app.
I'm old school, so I do.
I'll send you the app if you want.
Yeah. Right, so we're both going to score it because we both believe it's going to go to points. Although I do think that there is a strong possibility that Usyk's accuracy, and he's a very accurate puncher, a very active puncher, as we said earlier, but I do think he's got a great chance of opening up the scar tissue on Tyson Fury's eyes. We know about that bad cut he had in training before the fight was called off initially back in February.
Yeah.
I think that could be a target for Usyk. So I wouldn't be surprised if he targets that and he does open that cut up. But I am going for Usyk on points. I think he's going to win. And I do think that he will just be too active, too skillful, too busy. Nick?
I'm going Tyson Fury on points, but I hope that I'm wrong.
Okay, so yeah, you're going Fury, I'm going Usyk.
I just think also the refs. we've got to think about the refs. You know, and that's just, I think that could be...
it could be controversial.
Could be a controversial one.
But we're about to find out. We're getting the ring introductions. We've already introduced Usyk. They're just about to introduce Fury. His dad's holding aloft the belts. Tyson Fury, 35 fights, 34 wins, no draws. Sorry, no defeats, 1 draw, 24 KOs. He's just been introduced to the crowd. He looks in great shape. He's ready to go. Usyk's ready to go. The referee's about to call him into the centre of the ring to give him their last minute instructions, and we're off. A fight that has been spoken about for so long is finally about to get going. I can't believe we're here.
Yeah, I think, you know, lots of people are saying that they're concerned about the referees as well. If Usyk is going to win, it's going to have to be by a large margin. I think he's going to have to be close to perfect.
You know what? I really hope that the referee is not a factor in this because
or the judges.
Or the judges. We just want to see. Listen, you think Fury, I think Usyk, but what I would say is may the best man win. We don't want to see no controversy. This fight deserves to be reffed and to be scored properly. So yeah. I see Fury's got on his Spartan shorts. He was talking a lot about being a Spartan. He looks very slim, doesn't he, Fury?
He does, yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Is he too slim for you?
Nah, not for me. I think, you know, it's interesting. Like I say, it's just the way his body looks. You can't really gauge a lot from his body because, like you say, he looks massively slimmed down. But you were saying it's only a few pounds, not a few, 7 pounds, but it's not huge, especially on a big man like that. 7 pounds on a smaller guy, maybe. But Fury's already doing the mind games, trying to stick his tongue out. Getting the head of Usyk, and Usyk is just laser focused. He does have eyes like a cat, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does, yeah.
Absolutely laser focused.
He's also got a slight smirk on his face as if to say...
You're going to fall into my trap.
Yeah, as if to say...
Perfect.
Right, they've touched gloves. They're going back to the corner for their absolute last instructions. Sugar Hill in the corner as well, gloves. Yeah. Fury gives a traditional hug to his training team. He's looked up at the skies, crossed his arms. He's a man of religion, as is Fury. We're about to get going, people. I cannot wait.
25-year wait. 25-year wait. Here we go.
And Fury rushes out and he's taken the centre of the ring already. So
I knew that he would.
But immediately, Usyk lands a body shot.
Again, we said the game of bravado. They both want the centre of the ring. This is not just about winning the boxing match. This is mental as much as anything else.
A couple of jabs by Fury.
Usyk with more than nervous energy here, I would say.
He's got to obviously work his way inside. Good body shot there. Usyk.
Orthodox versus Southpaw, yeah. So they're not coming out and fighting the opposite styles, despite what they showed at the workout. People were saying to me, "No, Fury's going to come out and fight Southpaw." No, he's not. Definitely not. Not in the biggest fight in 2 decades.
It's a battle of the jabs so far. Both landed a equal amount of jabs, although Usyk did land to the bodies. There's another body shot there.
Yeah, Usyk's landed more of the jabs, I would say, so far.
Nothing too much going on. A lot of feints, which of course Fury is known for feinting.
Usyk changing levels. I think that's the thing. Yeah, Usyk with the different levels, he can get up and down quicker. Fury just missed the right hand. Fury fainting with the head, a la John Fury, fainting with the headbutt.
Yeah. It's quite twitchy.
Fury's gone for the power punch once or twice. Usyk still no power punches really thrown.
But Usyk's backing him up.
He is.
Now, we were saying that we wanted Fury to be more assertive.
Yeah.
But a lot of people, when he lost that weight, a lot of people said that that's what he was going to do. He was going to try and box.
Yeah, he's going to have to.
I think what his tactics will be is to do a bit of both. It's a good little spell for Fury, landed a couple of jabs there. Usyk's come back with a couple of jabs to the body. It's an even round. But Usyk's got him pinned in the corner.
Fury's body's so big. It's a nice big target. I like that from Usyk. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that from Usyk. Fury grabs onto the ropes and starts showboating to the crowd, and Usyk steps away from him, doesn't get roped in, just basically saying, "I'm not getting into any of these games. I'm just here to box."
Look, he's got Fury pinned to the ropes now.
Yeah. For me, this is Usyk's round so far. Unless Fury shows me something more, it's close. But this
Good
is
jab by Fury there.
This is going towards Usyk for me. Fury trying to move.
Nothing too much landed, people, but there's a lot of.
I think Usyk's landed some good quality.
Good shot there by Usyk.
First power punch landed of the fight, and it is Usyk.
And if you notice, he went high up on the top of the head, and again,
another one,
and again. Usyk does not look intimidated whatsoever.
Definitely got to be Usyk's round for me. Yeah, I'm just going to say Usyk landed. He landed more of the jabs and he landed more of the power punches. It's got to be Usyk's round there.
Yeah.
And I think Tyson Fury's starting to realise that he can't. A lot of the games that he normally plays, it's early, it's only one round, but a lot of the games that he plays normally are not going to work. Those types of things are going to work on Wilder. They're going to work on Chisora. They may potentially 50-50 work on AJ. They're not going to work with Oleksandr Usyk. Different animal.
Yeah. That was the punch I was talking about, and he felt that, He did feel that.
Marsh Gitonga said, "So biased, it's crazy." Marsh, expand. Where's the bias? Expand.
Listen, Marsh.
Usyk landed more jabs. Fury threw 2 power punches in that round. Neither of them landed, but he was the first to initiate power punches, but they didn't land. And then Usyk landed 1 power punch. What's going on? Talk to me.
Well, listen, Marsh, all I can say, listen, mate, it's a subjective thing. Now, I thought it was a close round, but I think that towards the end of the round, Usyk had Fury pinned in the corner. He landed a very good right hand. And on that alone, you have to say that,
round 2, here we go.
He landed 2 good shots there. Good start by Usyk, and again, he's backed Fury into the ropes.
This is it. He has to be growing confidence, but not be too confident. Frank made a good point that Fury normally starts slow, but then grows into the fight. Yeah. But like I said, rhythm. Can you stop? Can you stop him getting into the rhythm in the first place? That would be ideal. Prevention is better than cure.
2 jabs. Fury's not throwing a punch. A double jab there.
Shout out Cecil in the chat as well.
Big up Cecil. Cecil G in the building.
Another jab to the body. Tyson Fury's body is the big target, man. Such a big target.
I must admit, I'm a little bit surprised to see Fury backing off this much. Is his nose bleeding?
I think there's a little bit of blood from the nose. I don't want to be biased, but there's a little bit of blood from the nose.
I mean, Fury's not thrown a punch in this round so far.
Audley Harrison round from him. Does he go for a haymaker power?
Tried that uppercut, but he missed it.
He landed that jab, to be fair.
Yeah. Maybe Fury's plan is to come on late. I don't know.
Mikey B said Usyk is maxing his mobility and fitness, and that's what he's got to do against Tyson Fury. 100%.
Look at the skill from Usyk.
If they both stood inside a hula hoop, you'd have to give it to Tyson Fury, but they're not. Do you mean? It's a big ring. Got to use it.
See the way that Usyk there. Look at his movement. Look at the way he's shifting.
Yeah, throws punches from
He's such a brilliant
difficult
fighter,
angles.
seriously. He's like a heavier version of Lomachenko, isn't he?
Yeah, 100%. They're carbon copies. Really,
Oh, he caught him again there.
Two minutes into the second round, and you'd have to say this round is Usyk's as well. Fury hasn't really thrown anything at all so far.
Do you think he was hurt by that right hand in the first round?
I don't know if he was hurt, but I think he was surprised by how much power that Usyk actually carries, and he realizes that could be a problem. And again, for me, what I think he's struggling with is the pace. There's a lot of punches coming back at him. Good right hand from Fury. Fury's never fought at this kind of pace.
No. Oh, he got caught there.
Every time Usyk catches him with a good power punch, he takes a step back. No need to need to press the issue there. Do you know what I mean?
Tried the body shot there.
20 seconds left in round 2. Very good fight so far. Very technical fight.
It is. Good head movement by Fury.
I like the fact that Usyk stopped jabbing because that can sway the refs if you're throwing punches that are missing. I'm just not, well, you move your head, I'm just not going to throw.
Do you think that Usyk's making Fury work a bit too much?
He's making him work more than he's ever had to work. If Tyson Fury's not used to being this active, and he's normally the fighter coming forwards.
A better finish to the round for Fury, but I still think on balance, I think so. Yeah, I've got to.
And we'll see how long it takes for Tyson Fury to start getting in close, leaning, hugging. I think as soon as you see Tyson Fury hug, that's the sign that Usyk's really got him. That's the sign of worry and panic for me a little bit. But we'll see.
We'll see.
Let's see what the comments are saying. I want Fury to lose, says Saka's older brother. Tyson is readying his movement, says Mikey B. Mikey B steadfast in, Tyson's, coming back into this fight.
I think he had a better second half. The second half of the second round was better.
It's a low bar to clear, right? He didn't do anything for the first half.
Yeah.
Frank said, Fury confuses me. He never seems concentrated, but ultimately, boxing politics will politics. James Gunn says 2-0 Usyk. Usyk winning clearly. 2-0 Usyk says Himanshu. Yeah, it's got to be 2-0, right?
I think so. At the risk of being called biased by people like Marsh. Here we go. And again, the round starts with Usyk backing Fury to the ropes.
Landing body shots. Changing levels. I haven't really seen Fury go to the body
good shot
too
by
much.
Fury there.
Fury's arms are so long, he can punch and move backwards at the same time and still land punches. That's probably what he's got to do. Punch and lean back.
I think Fury's trying to be a bit more aggressive in this round. He's throwing that jab a lot.
He's going to have to do this. He's going to have to pick rounds and pick moments to be aggressive and try and win rounds. One thing I did say
good jab by Fury there.
Fury's very good at stealing rounds.
Good right hand by Fury. This is a good round so far for Fury. Usyk's come back with a couple of shots himself.
Roped in a little bit though. He doesn't want to give the round away. Sometimes you see someone go, you know what, I'm dominating you. You can have this round. Usyk's not having it. He wants the round for himself. Oh, nice.
See the way he changed the angle on that left hand there. But this is a better round for Fury so far.
It is.
Double jab again.
But I still want to score it, not that you're doing this, but I still want to score it just as the round and not you did better than the last round. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Intriguing fight.
Jorge Masvidal says 1-1. Not sure how you get into that to 1-1, but fair play. It's your scorecard, brother.
Like I said, man, it's subjective.
I mean, the man's got a fair punch, hasn't he?
I do think this is a Fury round so far, I've got to be honest. We're a minute and a half into it. And so far, Fury seems to be doing the better work. But he got caught with a right hand there. Sorry, a left hand.
Yeah, caught with overhand left. That overhand left has been landing a few times. It's not something that we normally see Fury get caught with.
He did get caught by Steve Cunningham with a big overhand shot.
Yeah.
Look at the way Usyk just did that.
Cuts off the ring. Yeah. Anywhere you step, I'll step.
Makes him work.
He knows he's got better footwork and better movement. Body shot and a hug from Tyson Fury. And there we go. Let the hugging begin.
Oh, good job by Usyk.
Told you, when they get in close like this, that's when he's going to go to the body. But
it's interesting. He's tied him up, but he's not physically throwing him around.
No. I think that's going to take too much. I think he knows that that's going to take too much energy. It's not worth it. The risk versus the reward, I think.
Oh, good shot by Fury there.
Good right hand.
This is a good round for Fury. I've got
Both fighters seems to feel the power. Do you know what I mean? They're both obviously big guys and they both kind of respect each other's power. This has got to be a Fury round on balance, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, Usyk says no.
Just
I
as
don't know
we
about
said
that.
back comes Usyk. I think, well, you're right. I think Usyk, he doesn't want the play taken away from him, even if he probably acknowledged that this is a good round for Fury.
Yeah.
He's making
it competitive every round, yeah.
And right, I'm giving that round to Fury. Definitely,
he's got the stamina to do that. It's close. I could see that going to Usyk, but I'm probably going Fury as well.
Yeah, I thought
Just
that was
about.
a Fury round.
Just about.
But the fight is definitely warming up. I've got it 2-1 for Fury. That last round, I thought he boxed well. He did a lot of the things there that we said that Fury would do, you know, with the jabs, the feints, the movement. Usyk is the one trying to back him up, and he's had success where he backs up Fury into the corners.
They can both back each other up.
Yeah,
that's how close the fight is. That's how close these guys are ability-wise. They can both actually back each other up when the time comes, when they need to.
Intriguing. Got to say, Fury looks quite relaxed in the corner.
Yeah.
There's no signs of any concern.
Yeah.
He looks
a lot more relaxed than the rounds that he lost.
I think he acknowledges, he knows that he had a good round in that last round.
For sure.
And he needed it because I thought he lost the... But back
round
comes
4,
Usyk.
Round 4 overhand.
Straight away.
Right, yeah.
Usyk complaining, saying that the shots were low.
Big, heavy-handed man, Tyson Fury there.
Fury looks to be enjoying himself in there.
He's starting to relax into the fight. Starting to relax into the fight now and do more of what he does. It's about Usyk making those adjustments.
Yeah. Oh.
Usyk can tee off on him. He's hitting hard enough. He's got power in his hands, obviously, but not enough to... Not real concussive power. He's going to have to just accumulate punches.
Fury's quite sneaky with the way he turns and then just throws a little punch out.
That's what I mean.
It's not hard, but it's landing.
Just as you're expecting him to go on the back foot, he can throw while moving backwards, which is... Yeah.
Oh, good shot there by Usyk.
Usyk's landing a lot of good punches.
Good shot there by Fury. Good uppercut.
Have we seen Usyk dropped in the pros?
Not to... no, I haven't. No.
We've seen Fury dropped a few times. Usyk's never been dropped.
Oh, good shots there by Usyk. But back comes Fury.
Oh, this is a great round. These are the rounds that are difficult to score. This is a great round.
This is quite a hard round to score for me.
This is a brilliant round. Honestly, it could go either way.
Oh, look, head clash. Head clash.
They've got quite a small man in there, referee, didn't they?
Yeah.
By comparison to the two.
Good uppercut there by Fury.
So I mean, when Fury does this, it's a question of, this is what I thought Fury would do, and it's a question of how long can he keep this up. This is what I thought Fury could win on points.
I think
can he do it
winning this round. I do think he's winning this
too.
round. I do think it's not been a lot landed, but I think the better shots have been landed by Fury.
Rounds 1 and 2 are what we expected to see from Usyk.
Oh, here comes Usyk.
Rounds 3 and 4 are what we expected to see from Fury. So it's tough.
Oh, good shot there by Usyk, was it?
I think there's more.
I think they both landed. Yeah. Oh. Usyk.
Just putting together these combinations, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, he landed again. This is a very competitive fight, people.
Yeah, it's very, very good. Such a difficult round to score. I think I'm leaning towards Fury for consistency.
Yeah,
Both traded blows there again. Oh, going for a power punch, overhand left. That overhand left is there. And it's funny to see such a big man.
I think I'm going to give it round to Fury.
Yeah, I am too.
I'm going to give it round to Fury.
It's funny to see such a big man getting hit with his overhands, but he does get caught with them. And we're even on my scorecard going into round 5. Fury is feeling him out. As you said, he's not fought at this pace before. Give him until round 5 and 6, and then he'll come alive, says Cole. Yeah, Fury definitely growing into the fight.
Definitely. Is there a slight cut there over Usyk's
Definitely
eye?
a cut over Usyk's left eye.
Yeah.
Hugh said Fury definitely...
Right eye.
Right eye, sorry. Hugh said Fury's defo landing big uppercuts. Usyk's never faced someone near this technical ability before. I would disagree. I think he's fought people similarly technical, but not with the size and power to go with that technical ability.
That's right. I think Usyk needs a good round. He had a good start, but since then, Fury's won the last 2 rounds. And crucially, Fury's exhibiting the confidence of a man who looks like he knows that he's so far he's winning.
I think Fury realised in the first 2 rounds, I can't walk this man down. I can't. He's too good for me to walk him down. That's fine. I'll box off the back foot. And he's made that adjustment, and he's boxing better off the back foot. He's comfortable doing that.
Yeah.
He's not going to take centre of the ring. Give him if Usyk's going to take it, let him take centre of the ring. Then I'm Tyson Fury. I can.
Oh, good jab by Fury.
Again, jabbing off the back foot and moving. We've seen the overhand lefts from Usyk so far. Tyson Fury keeps moving to his left. I wonder if we see a right hook, an overhand right. That could be the way. Do you mean if he just times that overhand right like that right hook? If you can just time that right hook, Usyk, this is
good body shots by Fury there. So what he did is he came off the ropes, waited for Usyk to put his hands up, and went to the body.
Right hook. There we go. Straight right there. Seems to have bothered Tyson a little bit.
Right. Oh. Good shot by Fury there on the move. But then
I definitely think Tyson's got a bit of a problem with his eye.
Has he?
I thought he did. He keeps dabbing his eye where that
good
right hand landed.
I think it's fair to say that Usyk is definitely feeling that extra size, you know?
100%.
Because it's not just the size with Fury, as we've seen. He's quite awkward with it. He knows how to.
Is that one low?
There we go. About low blows.
The ref saying that one is low. The ref agree that one is low?
I didn't really see it that low, to be honest. I think there has been some low blows, but I think Usyk, we've seen him do
that one was low. That one was low.
Yeah.
Tyson's got to get no warning from the ref there. We can see it from home.
We did say that we wanted the ref to call it.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if he is.
A lot of their skills kind of cancelling each other out at the moment. Another difficult round.
Good right hand through the middle by Fury there. I think he's winning this round as well, Nick.
Just about.
He got clipped there, though. They're close rounds, but I think Fury's just landing a better shots.
The problem is with both of them, they're not really able to land clean without taking some damage on back. Yeah. So, and there goes the HUD. He's trying to pull his shorts up, gain as much
got caught there.
As possible.
Got caught backing up. Is Fury looking a bit tired now?
I think Fury's going to. I think by round 8, he's going to be pretty tired. I think just keeping this pace consistent.
That's good feinting by Fury.
Because you got to think, Tyson Fury fights these types of rounds against a White, a Chisora, a Wilder. They take the next round off. They take the next round to kind of come out slowly, recover. Maybe they look for the one big power punch. Usyk's going to keep doing this. Give that round to Fury.
I've got to give it a round to Fury. He's actually won now the last 3 rounds. Could he be taking over?
It's a war of attrition, like I said. We've got to see how long he can keep it up.
He did look a bit tired towards the end of that 5th round, but he's got a minute to recover. So this is where your conditioning comes into effect.
Mad to see the difference between this Fury and the Ngannou Fury. No, it's not, because we did tell you that this would happen.
No, but you know what? I do see where he's coming from there.
But this is Fury his whole career.
Yeah.
This is Fury his whole. Anybody that ran to the bookies and said, right, off the back of that Ngannou fight, let me put the mortgage on Usyk would be a fool, because if you've followed Tyson Fury's career, this is what he does. The best possible opponent brings out the best possible Fury.
Yeah, I think that's a good point. But yeah, shout out to Cecil. He did make a good observation, because this version of Fury is a completely different version to the one against Ngannou. He's won the last 3 rounds for me, and I think Usyk is in that situation now where he needs a good round, because he's lost the last 3. The last round was closer than the previous 2 that he lost, but he still lost it. So he needs a good round.
And how much could it affect him to be losing these close
He
rounds?
won't be used to this, Usyk.
He's not winning rounds clean.
No.
In an environment where we already know that the judges are probably going to favour the other man as well.
Yeah.
You know, what can he do? Can he do anything different? Can he go up a level in any way? That's what he's got to be asking himself.
He landed a couple of good shots there.
Good left
Fury
hand.
comes back with a shot missed.
Does he almost have to be less active to stop Fury's flow? Or does he be more active and try and wear him down? He's got to make a decision.
That jab
Good
for
left
Fury's
hand.
working well.
Yeah. It's that flick jab that he likes to do.
And then what he done is he's going to the body. That's clearly a tactic. Oh, we got caught there.
Good punch. Good left hook from Usyk.
Oh.
Go with the right hand. We need that overhand right. Fury sticking out the jab and leaving it on him. I think an overhand right. We've seen the overhand left from Usyk, but I really think it's screaming for an overhand right there. Especially when he ducks low, overhand right. That's what I'm waiting for.
Oh. It's a good little spell for Usyk there. This round's a very close round, you know.
Yeah.
Those combinations missed by Fury.
I want to see a straight left and then followed up by
A minute and a half
right.
to go. This round is anyone's, people. They've both had successes.
Oh,
good body shot by
uppercut.
Fury.
Looked like an uppercut there. Good right hand from Fury again. Could Fury maybe even stop him?
Oh,
in the
good
late rounds?
uppercut
Good
by
uppercut
Fury.
again.
He looked like he hurt him there, you know.
Definitely.
He
Definitely
hurt him.
him.
And then he's gone to the body.
Now Fury's being the aggressor. Fury's saying to Usyk, come on him.
Usyk moving around for the first time in the fight. He's backing off a bit. He was definitely hurt by the uppercut. Good body shot by Fury and another right hand. You can see that Fury's starting to fancy this now. Back comes Usyk.
Usyk's such a great fighter, so brave as well. He's obviously hurt, but he's got to fight his way through it. I just feel, Fury's left hand is so low.
It is.
He leaves it out for jabs. That right side of his face really not very well protected. Not seeing any right-handed power punches come from Usyk.
And Usyk looks like he's blowing a little bit now as well.
Does, yeah. Another good uppercut from Tyson Fury. Definitely his round. 10 seconds left in the round. Yeah, now comes the showboating. There you go. Frank said, Laurie, your boy's looking a little tired.
He is. I've got to listen, man. I've got to be honest, man. Fury's now winning. For me, he's won the last 4 rounds. And it's 6 rounds gone.
Yep.
Tyson Fury has lost the first 2, but he's won the last 4. And crucially, he looks like he's taking over. Because in that last round, he landed an uppercut on Usyk that appeared to hurt him.
It's about rhythm. He's not letting Usyk get into his rhythm. Do you know what I mean? And that's the thing, and we're seeing Tyson throw so many more punches than he's used to throwing, but this is what he can do when he slims down. He has the ability. It's all about the mental strength and the motivation with him. If he has the motivation to do it, he can do it.
I think it's fair to say that Oleksandr Usyk is facing an uphill battle, because if he doesn't win a round soon, then he's in danger of the momentum running against him completely.
Yeah.
This is the uppercut there. There it is. Oh, look at that. He did well not to get dropped by that, man. Great shot by Fury. That's the best punch of the fight so far. Here we are into round 7.
Where I'm a little bit disappointed in Usyk is he's trying to do the same stuff. We want to see something different. He's got a bag of different tools, and we're just not seeing it at the moment.
I think, to be fair to Fury, man, he's offsetting it with his height and reach, and he's throwing punches from angles. But he's got a good game plan.
But if you're Usyk, this shouldn't have come as a surprise to you. Fury's doing exactly what he's done. This should be a situation you're prepared for. Do you have the answer, is the question.
Usyk needs a good
Tyson
round.
Fury now putting him up against the ropes, trying to get the body shots off.
I think Fury's mindset is, if I keep this up, then I'm going to get a breakthrough soon.
Yeah.
Which is why I said that Usyk needs a good round. And he's not really had one since the second.
Nah, nope.
Couple of good jabs there.
I think he's lost 4 rounds on the bounce. now.
Yes. Good shot by Usyk.
3 more rounds won by Fury, and he could be locked up barring a stoppage.
This is a better round so far for Usyk. Oh, Chris Mannix has got it closer than.
No, he's got the same as us.
Has he?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, right.
First 2 to Usyk, all 4 after that to Fury. You notice the pace of both men is slowed down now.
Yeah, it has.
Everyone's slowed down. Now it's the pick your moment thing.
If Usyk's going to do anything, this is when he's got to start doing it.
Yeah, we're seeing
Because
Fury slow
Fury's
down.
definitely slowed down in this round.
Oh, it's a great uppercut. That's
Just
a
as we
great
said
uppercut.
Just as we said that,
Tyson Fury
he
just
lands the
slows
best punch of the round.
Slows the pace all the way down. And then as Usyk starts to slow his pace down.
Usyk back with a big left hand, and Fury took a step back there.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, Usyk is bouncing on his feet because he knows that was a good shot. This is a close round.
Who's going to land the next one?
It's a close round. Fury definitely looks tired, bro.
Come on, Usyk, that right hand. I need to see the right hand more.
The left, you mean?
No, I want to see his right hand. I want to see the right hand. I think
the jab.
No, I want to see an overhand
so.
right. Yeah, but I still want to see a right hook. I want to see a straight left and a right hook. I think that left side of Tyson Fury's face is there to be hit.
This is where, remember what Usyk said before the fight, I will not leave you alone. And that's what he's trying to do. Fury obviously wants a little break. Oh, good shot by Usyk.
Good shot by Usyk there.
This could be Usyk's round, you know.
Usyk looks tired, but he looks more likely to get a second.
Oh,
round.
good shot.
Oh, it's a good shot again.
Back comes Fury, but he can't fool me. He was hurt there.
I'm really torn on this round.
I think you got to give this to Usyk now.
I don't know. That uppercut, he landed the uppercut as well.
Yeah, but
I'm just maybe edging it to Usyk.
I don't know, bro. I think we're going to disagree for the first time. Fury walks back to his corner. He looked tired.
I think they both look tired here, but like I say, I think Fury looks the more tired of the two. Definitely a cut above the right eye of Usyk.
But how much has that taken out of Usyk? Because he did sort of let it all hang out in the last. I thought he just about won that round because he had a decent start in the middle of the round. Tyson Fury landed a good shot, but then right at the end, Usyk came back and landed a couple. He
recovered from that uppercut very well.
And he landed a couple of shots that seemed to take the play away from Fury a little bit. And of course, when you're Tyson Fury and you're carrying around nearly 19 stone for this length of time, and you've got a man on your case, there's the uppercut. Bang. So up until that point, I had Fury winning the round. But then later on, look at this. Oh, 2 shots. Usyk's come out for... Fury's come out.
They both come out.
Yeah, very purposeful, both of them. Fury landed a 3-punch, but he gets caught again.
That's really good from Usyk, fighting at that sort of range and not getting too close. He's got the hand speed. He needs to make it work for him.
Good head movement by Usyk. Usyk is trying to up the ante. You can see he's trying to press that gas tank because he knows he's behind. Good shot by Usyk.
When Usyk's being the aggressor, he's not setting traps.
Oh, body shot by Usyk.
He can set traps. He needs to set more traps for Tyson Fury.
Good. Well, he didn't land, but good. All of a sudden, Fury doesn't look as confident as he did a few rounds back.
It's just near constant punches coming through. And here we go. Here's Fury trying to lock up his head.
See, Usyk needs to get close. Usyk complaining about the low blows, but the referee's not hearing you, bro. You just got to get on with it, mate. Fury throws a right hand, but it missed. Usyk's on his case. Good round so far for Usyk.
Very, very good fight. Very good
both
fight.
landed
Body
there.
shot. Body shot from Fury. Oh, great counter punch from Usyk.
They both landed, and Usyk again.
I'm leaning Usyk on this round again.
Yeah, so far anyway, but it's still a minute and a half left. The volume from Usyk is giving Fury trouble. I don't think he's been hurt. I think it's the volume.
Yeah, I agree. This is what he needs to do, Usyk. He needs to be consistent. And he needs to ebb and flow with Tyson. When Tyson's having a good spell, he can keep away. When Tyson's looking a bit tired, he can go inside. Tyson uses so much. He's very good at the feints and the body flicks, but all of that stuff takes
and
energy.
That 7-inch reach advantage counts. You see Usyk there trying to...
This is what I mean, though. Look, Usyk, we've got 50 seconds left, and I guarantee you, Tyson Fury is going to try and steal the round. He's going to try and have a flurry. Good left to the body.
By Usyk.
Left to the head, sorry.
And again. To me, this is an Usyk round, bro.
It's got to be. It's probably his most dominant round since the first. Blood on the shoulder. Is that coming from Tyson Fury's head?
No, that's coming from Usyk.
Coming from Usyk.
Yeah, his eyes cut. But definitely the punch output from Fury slowed. Although I say that, he got caught there.
That's the right hand I was looking for, Laurie.
And I think Fury's bleeding from the nose.
Yeah, that was the right hand to the head I was looking for.
This is a good round for Usyk, people.
10 seconds left in this round. What's Tyson Fury going to do? Yeah, he's tapping up that nose. He's busted his nose completely.
Yeah.
Yep.
That will affect your breathing, man.
100. That's a great round for Usyk.
And Fury, that swagger that he was showing has somehow dissipated somewhat. And I definitely think that was an Usyk round. What do you think, bro?
Yeah, for 100%. Since the second round, that's the clearest Usyk round since the first two rounds. Tyson Fury's team's around trying to work on
I have it on my scorecard level.
You have it even. I have it even as well, but I think that I think the judges might not have given Usyk that seventh round.
Boom! Oh, great shot by Usyk.
I was calling for the right hand, Laurie. I was calling for it. I'm not going to lie.
Oh, there's a left.
Hand left.
I wonder if he broke his nose with that punch.
I don't know if it's broken, but definitely he felt it straight away. Yeah.
Look. And that swagger and the arms down and the showboating is temporarily anyway gone.
That's the right hand that I wanted to see.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a very intriguing fight. Certainly on my scorecards, I've got it 4 each, and we're entering into the latter stages. And Tyson Fury's looking a little bit busted up as he got up for that round. His eye looks swollen. His nose could be busted.
But where he will gain confidence is, or what draw confidence is, we saw that uppercut he landed that kind of buckled the leg a little bit. Usyk, as good as he's been, hasn't really buckled or damaged him bar that nose, you know? So let's see what happens now. Real chess match. Most people in the comments have it 4-4.
I've got it 4-4.
Yeah, we all do.
And
let's hope the judges agree.
We did say there would be ebb and flow, and there certainly has been so far. Fury's bleeding again. Good jab by Fury. One thing I like about Fury is that he varies the jab. He doesn't just throw a traditional jab.
There's Fury hanging on again. He'll
throw what we call the up jab, where he throws it from a lower trajectory. Then he will throw it over the top, which is good stuff.
Habtamu says, you guys are biased towards Usyk unknowingly. Break it down for me. Break it down for me. Show me. Explain it.
Listen, man, we got it 4-4. This is a good fight.
Not just us. Everyone in the comments has got it 4-4. Talk to me. What are we missing?
And you've also got to factor into the equation that Usyk is the one coming forward. And a lot of judges like when a fighter is coming forward because...
the aggressor.
Yeah. They will say that he's making the fight.
To me, the only round that's been controversial is the 7th round. That's where whatever happens, that's the first scorecard I'm going to look at.
Double shot. Fury nods his head as if to say, yeah, you got me there. Usyk's having a good little spell. And noticeably, Tyson Fury's punch output has dropped. Good body shot there by Fury, and he's come back against with a jab.
Usyk didn't like that body shot, though.
Yeah,
sort of sucking the air
good shot by Fury. Good shot over the top
Usyk
by
has
Fury.
To be more active. He's let his activity go, and this is where
Tyson Fury giving credit. He's coming back in this round.
Usyk's got to be more active. The body shots are affecting him, but he's
back
got to keep throwing punches.
Usyk, man, what a warrior! Look, he's
6-inch height advantage. 6-inch. 6-inch.
Oh, range. They both landed there. Tyson's going a little walkabout.
Again, guys, they're landing equal punches, but for me as a referee, I would give a slight advantage to Usyk for the aggression. He's walking him down. Yeah. Somebody who's bigger than him.
Oh!
Great punch.
Oh, he's hurt!
Tyson's hurt!
He's hurt!
He's in survival mode here.
He's hurt!
Can he get a knockdown?
Oh! He's gonna go!
His eyes are gone.
He's gone!
His eyes are gone.
He's gone! Fury is gone!
Fury should go down here. Fury should go down because the ref could step in if he's stumbling around.
Oh, he's gone! He's out!
It could be a knockdown.
Wow!
Any second now.
He stopped it.
The ref-
No, he's not.
Is he calling it a knockdown? The ref is calling it a knockdown.
I told you, didn't I tell you that he
The
was
ref
running
is
out of
calling
energy?
that a knockdown.
It should be a knockdown. He's lucky not to get stopped, Nick.
I said it straight. When you're hurt like that, your best chance is just to actually.
And I'll
take
tell you
the
what,
knockdown.
I'll tell you one thing, Usyk will not stop throwing punches.
But the ref's got the time's gone.
That's
He was saved
a
by the
10-8
bell.
round.
He was saved by the bell.
He
You know
was
what?
saved by the
You know
bell.
what, Laurie? Tell me if you hear what I'm saying. It was better for Tyson Fury to go down.
Go down. No,
because
you're
if
right.
there were 10, 15 seconds left in
Yeah.
that round, the ref could stop the fight entirely.
And that
Your
was
best
started
chance,
by one big left hand over the top.
The best chance was just to go down there. But that's. Let me know if I'm being biased, boys.
Oh, there it is. That's the one.
In his eyes, you see his eyes glaze over, and his boxing instinct is to cover up, which is right. But then once his hands go down by his side, that's where there's a problem. And if he's not defending himself here, the ref can
A lot of refs
easily
would have stopped the
that
fight.
Yeah. That's why I said just go down. Just take yourself
Look,
down.
a lot of refs. He looked like he was
He's
going to
looking,
stop
he's
it.
looking like Devin Haney against Ryan Garcia.
We said, didn't we, Nick? We said before that there could be controversy in this fight, and we've seen it right there. Because I'm telling you now, people, a lot of referees would have stopped that fight right there.
Yep.
Look at that. He's defenseless. The referee comes in, and you think he's going to stop it, and he just pushes Usyk. Ladies and gentlemen, I told you that there would be some controversy, and we've seen it already. But Usyk looks ready to go, and Fury,
This could be a problem for Fury.
I think
here.
it is.
Fury
Look.
not throwing any punches. 10 seconds into the round, Usyk's coming forwards. Fury just still in survival mode.
Oh, the legs look gone to me, bro.
I spoke about this in the week. How good a finisher is Usyk? He's such a technical boxer. He's not someone we think of as a finisher. He has the power. He can do it.
Oh, those punches by Fury look slow.
Belabored.
Yeah.
Don't they? Yeah.
But fair play to Fury. We know he's got heart. He won't give up. That's one thing I can definitely say about this man. I've said some derogatory things about him in the past, but you can't question his fighting heart, and he's hanging in there as he needs to. They'll be thinking in Fury's corner that if
Frank
you can
said
just...
this fight is rigged, man. How did the ref wait so
Whoa,
long?
bro, we called this, didn't we?
Fury looks rubbish. He doesn't look rubbish. He won 4 or 5 rounds on the bounce, but I could see why the ref.
Oh, he got caught again and again and again. The referee's looking. I think Fury's been quite clever. He's trying to get his legs back.
So I did see a prediction on Twitter that stood out to me, and someone said 11th round towel thrown in from Team Fury.
He's trying to get his legs back.
So I think it's very unlikely the ref stops it in favour of Usyk unless it's like,
Whoa,
a
we've
real
seen
battle.
already there that the ref is not given to stopping it anytime soon. Because I'm telling you now that 9 out of 10 refs would have stopped that fight there. He's got caught again. He can't seem to stop that overhand left from Usyk. No. And again.
There it is again, as you say that. Usyk being very patient.
He doesn't want to empty the tank, does he?
No, very, very patient.
But he's still keeping up a decent work rate.
Yeah.
And now he's the one showboating.
Trying to draw Tyson Fury out a little bit just to create some space for himself to hit another counter punch. Both elite.
I think what we'll see is, I think Usyk, with his experience, last 30 seconds, he'll pile it on again.
Yeah.
He's got Fury back. Fury's hardly thrown a punch in this round.
Barely. Yeah, he tries to do some waist jiggles to try and win over the crowd, but
it's not working.
Yeah, this isn't a bashment dance. This is a boxing match.
Oh, good shot there by Fury on the counter. Oh, good uppercut by Fury.
Good uppercut by Fury again. Still Usyk's round so far, just because Fury's just.
Oh, he got caught again there.
Hand. The right hand is there. Fury not stumbling backwards, but walking backwards, and he has been dropped while walking backwards before.
Yeah. Right, here we are. Last 20 seconds. I'm expecting.
Here we go. Yeah, starting to pile it on. Usyk is tired, though. Usyk is tired. He's sucking the wind in.
He's thinking, you know what? Let me save some for the last 2 rounds.
Yeah. It's not a bad shout because you know what? Like I say, that 7th round, we both gave it to Usyk, but it's still controversial. That knockdown could just eradicate that completely.
Oh, he got caught
Good
again,
overhand left.
Fury.
Good overhand left.
I think he's getting his legs back now, a little bit anyway.
Good round.
Good round.
I like that from Usyk.
That's got to be Usyk's round.
So it looks to me so far, 96, 93.
Yeah.
Just because my app adds it up, so it saves me doing the maths.
2 rounds left, people. We're into the championship rounds.
Don Diamond has said the ref was supposed to stop that fight. To be fair, I can see why the ref doesn't stop it there. I can see that, but I get what you're saying. I'm not saying the ref should have stopped it. I'm not saying that at all, because Fury looks like he's recovering and Usyk didn't go out and bang him out in the first 20 seconds of that fight. Yeah. But I agree with you. There are lots of situations and circumstances where we see that fight get stopped in that situation.
To me, I think he's extremely fortunate.
Yeah.
And we did call it before. We said that if there was any favours going to be given, and I know this, listen, bro, we said it before though. We're not being wise after the event. We said that Tyson, if there's anyone going to get any favours tonight, it would be Fury. And I think, no disrespect to Fury, but I think that in that round, many referees would have stopped that fight. They didn't, and here we are into round 11.
Don't be wise after the event.
Usyk, fast start.
I think he does it. You saw Fury's legs are coming back to him, and he wants to just offset him straight away. Don't let him get too, don't let him get too comfortable. And to be fair, you know what? Fury, he hasn't done as much of the dark arts as I predicted. Do you know what I mean? He really hasn't.
He has thrown some low blows.
He's got a few low blows. No warning from the ref, but he's not been anywhere near what I thought he would have been. He's kept it relatively clean from my perspective.
Fury needs a good round because he's behind on the scorecards. Well, Chris Mannix from DAZN, he's got
Chris Mannix from DAZN gave Fury that seventh round, that controversial seventh round. Yeah, that's the difference in his scorecard and ours.
Oh, he got caught again and again.
I knew they would. I knew they'd give that seventh round to Fury. That's the one to keep an eye on.
Usyk complaining again.
Back of the head. There were some shots around the back of the head, that's true. But it's part of that, the height advantage when they're close.
I can see draw here. I'm not saying. I mean, don't get me wrong. I've got Usyk 2 rounds. Oh, he caught him again. He caught him again, people.
Left hand.
The one that Fury didn't see coming. He got caught again.
And
he looks in a bit of trouble. He's holding.
Fury's in trouble when he starts holding.
Yeah.
That's the tactic.
Good body shot by Fury
really
there.
Good body shot.
He got caught again.
Right hand, slick right hand on the inside. These will be doing some damage. 1 or 2 more of those. Another overhand right. That's the one I've been calling for, Laurie.
You did. Fair play to you. Usyk looks tired, but then so does Fury. Fury's on the move.
This is it.
We've just seen a comment come up on the screen, which I agree with. This fight looks like we're heading to a rematch.
Yeah.
It's been a good fight, though, I've got to say. Very intriguing.
And there'll be an automatic rematch no matter what outcome there is,
Oh, Fury!
Oh, they both hit each other.
Yeah, but Fury's legs did a little, wouldn't say stumble, but stiffened. His legs stiffened there.
This, for me, again, is an Usyk round. But you know what? I'm scoring it in 2 ways, Laurie. I'm scoring it for the round that I see, and I'm scoring it for the round that I know the judges are going to ski. You know what I mean?
No, but this has got to be Usyk's round. Look, he's backing him up. Look at that. Come on.
You just never know. That round 7 is very similar. It was competitive, very similar. I edged it to Usyk. Chris Mannix is giving it to Fury.
That was another shot behind the back of the head.
No warnings so far from the referee. No warnings at all.
Usyk talking to Fury. He's saying, look.
Good right hand. Good right hand.
This is definitely Usyk's round.
Ducking low and then just exploding into that right hand. And now I think Usyk can maybe back off here last 10 seconds. Because I know Fury loves to try and steal around and come with a last minute flurry just to nick something. But
he got caught again.
Overhand left.
That was Usyk's round.
That's got to be Usyk's round. Clear.
That's got to be Usyk's round.
We've currently got it 106, 102. That's how we've got it. Even if you give that 7th round,
7 rounds to 4 for me.
Even if you give that 7th round to,
and I gave that round round 9. To me, that's a 10-8 round.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, well, it is. Yeah, it's a knockdown.
Yeah.
So that's why it's 106, 102 with the knockdown.
Yeah. Look at these overhand shots.
Boom.
Fury just can't get out of the way of them.
But he's leaving both hands out there. He's just trying so hard to use his range as an advantage.
So we're going into the final round, and I think Fury needs a knockout to win this fight.
I agree with you. That's how we have it so far.
But, we're very much unofficial scorers here. But I would say it's been a very good fight. Very good fight. And look at Usyk. He's crossed his arms. He's thinking, I'm 3 minutes away from glory here. Tyson Fury looks a bit more, how can I put it, speculative.
Now, what does Tyson Fury do here?
He needs this round.
How aggressive does he come out? Let's see.
And it's Usyk backing him up.
Goes immediately
Straight
for
away.
the hug and starts trying to impose.
Referee,
Trying to walk him down.
referee should be. Come on, ref.
Tyson Fury has an arm lock around Usyk and trying to just hold him and walk him down.
Usyk with the jab.
Lovely, just jabs underneath the outstretched hand of Tyson Fury.
Yes.
Lovely technical ability.
Three-punch
from
combination
Usyk.
landed by Usyk and one to the body. Fury's not done anything in this
30, I
round
was gonna
so
say,
far.
30 seconds in, no real punch.
Oh, he got caught again.
Left hand.
Oh! Fury tries to respond, but none of them landed.
Tyson Fury caught with another overhand left there. And look, now we're going to see more
that's
dirty
what happens.
tactics. Now we're going to see the dirty tactics.
That's what happens, Nick, when you hold your hands so low, you see. You
Yeah.
rely on reflexes, and when you get tired, your reflexes don't react in the same way. Chris Mannix has got Usyk 2 rounds up, which means on Chris Mannix's scorecard,
A knockdown to Fury
Yeah.
would even things up.
yeah, that would mean he got a draw.
He's got it.
Oh! Fury looking in trouble here. He's not thrown any punches for
Good
about...
strength from Usyk to just shrug Tyson Fury off him as well. And get straight back to
Oh,
punches.
good shot!
It's another great shot. He's dipping low and exploding into punches there. That's where he's got success.
You know what? It looks to me as if Fury's just trying to sort of... Maybe Fury thinks he's done enough in the earlier rounds. Because he's not really being aggressive, is he?
No, not at all.
Oh, here he is. He's come back now.
That overhand left is still waiting for Usyk. Has been successful all night. One or two more. Difficult to land. Fury misses with an overhand right.
Oh, Usyk to the ropes.
Where's that overhand left, Usyk? He's getting one. As soon as Fury's back's against the ropes.
Oh,
there's the
good
right hand
left
again.
hook.
That's the right.
shot you've been calling
the right
for. isn't
hook
it?
again,
Right
yeah.
hook, yeah.
Because that left hand
Kind of
is so
brings
low.
it around.
Oh, it's a good punch from Tyson Fury. But not enough stamina to kind of follow it up.
Yeah. Fury
Good head
coming back.
movement. Good head movement from
Fury
Usyk.
trying to come back, but he's
When
not
Usyk-
doing enough for me, mate.
When Usyk dips down and explodes straight
Yeah.
forwards with the punch, gives Fury so many problems.
Headbutt there from Fury. He acknowledges it by tapping him on the...
I think Usyk definitely has Fury's respect at this point.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, good shot by
Good right
Fury.
hand. Good right hand from Fury. But Fury's walking
But
around.
has he done enough, Nick?
No, he's not thrown enough punches for me. Usyk's still outlanding him. Good right hand.
We're into the last 20 seconds.
Usyk still
Usyk coming
outlanding.
forward. He's trying to... Oh,
Last 15
they
seconds.
both look tired. Usyk, good jab by Fury. What an intriguing fight. Fury with his hands behind his back. Who's he trying to fool people?
That's it. That's time.
That's
That
it.
is time. I'm giving that round to Usyk as
So
well.
am I. So am I. Fury's got his hands in the air. He thinks he's won.
Fury landed a couple of punches, but to me, I've got it 116, 111 counting the knockdown. I want to see Chris Mannix's scorecard again because I'm not sure that he gave that round as a knockdown, the ninth round. I'm not sure if it was a 10-8. I need to have a look. Guys, scorecards, who do you think won?
I'll tell you what straight away. If you look at the body language of the two camps, Usyk's camp looked far more confident. Look at him. I think Usyk's got this.
So did Ngannou's camp.
Yeah, that's true. Fury goes over to Usyk and he's saying all that stuff I said about you being a dosser and all that.
Yep.
That was just...
Listen, we've got
you're a great
4,000 people
fighter.
here. Unbelievable fight that we just witnessed. Smash a like on the video.
I hope the judges don't stiff
Listen,
Usyk.
I'm
man,
just going through the
seriously.
comments now. Usyk won. Someone else said they're going to say 6-6. Jack Fox says, nah, Tyson's got this. Mikey
Jack
B.
Fox, have a word of yourself.
Mikey B, you were going for Tyson before. Give me your honest opinion. I know, he said Tyson not fit enough and inhibited once touched. Mikey B, give me your scorecard, man, because I trust your opinion.
That guy who said Fury won, have a word of yourself, bro. He did not win that fight. Come on.
Lots of people are saying it's going to be a draw. Shawnee Latif said Usyk has won this surely. Kim said, great commentary, guys. Enjoyed that. Love for the comment.
Bang!
Someone said, hold that, you bums. Listen, it's not been announced yet. We don't know. Someone said Usyk won, but it's going to be rigged. It's going to be rigged to draw. Usyk should win this. Jamie D has it 115, 112. I think maybe, Jamie, you gave the 7th round to Fury when we gave it to Usyk. It's going to be that 7th round,
What have
Laurie,
you
I'm
got?
telling you. I've got it 116, 111.
To me, I think the 7th round is immaterial, bro. Even if you give that round to Fury, still think
It would be
Usyk's won.
115, 112 if I
Yeah.
give that round to Fury, yeah.
Don't rob him, man. Please do not
should
rob
be
Usyk. He won
1,
the
2,
fight,
3,
and
4,
you know what's
5,
so impressive
6.
about this performance is that there was a stage in this fight when he was
He was
losing.
losing, yeah. Well, Fury. People in the comments saying, "Oh, Fury's a scrub." Fury won 3, 4, 5, and 6 back to back to back. He had a good, to me, it's 8-4. Then the knockdown on top of that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Don't rob him, please. Do the right thing.
A lot of people in the comments are worried about it being rigged. And a lot of people are concerned about the judges.
Do the right thing, please, man. Don't do this because the
seeing a
whole
lot of-
world is watching.
I'm seeing a lot of you say 116, 112. Help me understand. Are you not counting that as a knockdown then? Because
That was a 10-8 round.
I've got
He
one-
should have been stopped in that round.
116, 111 if you give it the knockdown.
To me, Fury looks like he's acknowledging defeat to me. His body language seems to be saying, look, you were the better man. Have I got that wrong?
Yeah.
That's how it seems. I don't know.
Even if you give Fury the seventh round, they won 5 rounds, and then he should still lose the fight.
I gave Usyk 8 rounds and I gave Fury
4.
4. Actually, no, 7. Was it? Yeah, 8-4.
Yeah, and then the knockdown on top.
Yeah.
Just because the app that I've got literally scores it for you. So it's 116, 111.
But Fury had a spell in that fight, rounds 3, 4, 5, and 6.
Yep.
He won those back to back, but then he got caught with a couple of shots.
And then you could argue round 7.
Yeah.
Round 7 is debatable, but even if you give him round 7, it still shouldn't make a difference.
I still think we've seen enough, though, that we'll see a rematch.
A rematch of this would be great, but we have to see the right.
Yeah, don't
We have
rob
to see
him,
the right
please.
result now.
Look at Fury's corner, people. There is no one in that corner celebrating. Look at Frank Warren. No one is celebrating in that corner. They all look despondent. Whereas you look at Usyk, they're all smiling, they're all high-fiving. Totally different. Usyk looks very happy with his work. Don't rob him, please. Come on.
The fact that we have this anxiety when decisions are made always makes you nervous when the decision takes a long time to get announced. You wonder what's happening behind the scenes.
I would say this about Tyson Fury. Hang on. Scorecards.
Here we go. House, can you type them to us, please?
Come on. Don't rob this man. He deserves it.
What?
But they're giving that to... Oh, God.
The first one was 115, 112 to Fury. The second one went to Usyk, sorry. The second one's gone to Fury.
Usyk's won it. Usyk's won it.
Won it. Thank goodness for that. Tass, what was the scorecard? What was the Fury winning scorecard? Because I'm going to sue someone. I'm going to take someone to court because that's insane.
They tried to rob him.
Well, what was it? 114, 113. 114, 113 Fury with the knockdown. God, that's disgusting. That's disgusting.
We said that they tried to okie doke people.
Get out of here, man. Get out of here. If you got it 115, 112, I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad. That's the
For
same
Usyk,
score.
for
That's
Usyk,
for Usyk.
yeah,
That's the same scorecard as ours, but you give round 7 to Tyson Fury. I can see that. Do you know what I mean? But 114, 113 to Fury. Come on, man. And House, what was the last one? I know it's immaterial. What was the last one? Guys, the only reason, listen, everyone celebrated in the chat, W's in the chat for Usyk winning. But listen, man,
What were the official scorecards? Can you just read them out?
Has had the first 2, but then he missed the last one.
Come on, Has, sort your life out, man.
Let me get them online. Let me get them. Try and find them. But guys, the only reason I'm talking about it so much, and it might seem immaterial now because he has got the win, but there's a rematch coming. You just never know. You just never know.
I said to people at the start of this fight, this man, for me, he's pound for pound #1 fighter in the world. What do you think?
Yeah. Today he is.
I'm a massive fan of Terence Crawford, and I'm a massive fan of Inoue. Prior to today, I had Crawford #1 pound for pound in the world, but I think this has been eclipsed now because you're talking about a man that went undisputed at cruiserweight, and now he's gone undisputed at heavyweight. And to see the advantages that he's had to overcome, fighting in other people's countries, giving up height, weight, and reach, nearly stopping Fury in that 9th round, where the referee, let's face it, he did Tyson Fury a favour.
Yeah.
This man, to me, right now, is pound for pound number one. And listen, like I said, I'm a massive Terence Crawford fan, so I'm not saying it lightly. This man is something. I said earlier, didn't I, Nick? I said generational talent. That's what you're seeing in this guy. Olympic gold medalist, world amateur champion, unified cruiserweight champion of the world, and now unified heavyweight champion of the world. Did something that, few people foresaw coming. When he went up in weight to heavyweight, I've got to admit, those first couple of fights when he fought Chaz Witherspoon and Chisora, I never foresaw that one day we'd be calling him the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, first person to give Tyson Fury a loss.
Thank you
and
to
he's
the
done
guys
it.
in the chat. Greg, thank you. 114, 113 was the final scorecard. That went to Usyk, so I'll read them out again. Funny comment here from Wilsey. Shout out Wilsey. He said, does this mean that Usyk wasn't born from a woman? Wasn't born from his mother. So the official scorecards, just to get it right, were 115, 112 to Usyk, which I think is fair. 113, 114 to Fury, which I think is outrageous. 114, 113 to Usyk.
How did that judge have it only 114 to 113 Usyk?
It's also outrageous. It's also outrageous. If you see the judges' scorecards, I guarantee you, some of them are not counting that as a knockdown. Yeah, I mean, Fury saying that he believes that he won, but of course he did. Fury,
He's going to say that.
Fury could be knocked out spark cold and believe that he won. Do you know what I mean? John Fury believes he won a fair fight against the fella he headbutted, but it is what it is. He still lost. He come off worse. You see that in that exchange?
Yeah, I did.
Shocking behaviour.
I mean, I don't know, but Fury's body language after the fight appeared to indicate that he thought he'd lost it. I can understand him wanting a rematch, though. I'd watch a rematch.
For sure. It's a good enough, competitive enough fight for it to be a rematch.
Because
100%.
the thing is, I've got to be fair. I had the first 2 rounds Usyk.
Yep.
And then rounds 3, 4, 5, and 6, I thought Fury won those rounds. But then in round 7, he got buzzed. And the fight turned from there. And in round 9, he should have been stopped. Let's be honest, people. I know it was close to the end of the round, but the referee...
Yep.
The referee looked like he was going to stop it, and then for some reason he checked himself.
Yep.
And then a few seconds after that, the bell went.
Frank says the body language of the fighter always tells the real story. 100%.
You wonder.
Mikey said he's putting it down to Tyson not being fit enough.
I've got a shout out to my brother Steve, who's a big boxing fan, and he works in BBC Sports. He said here, referee saved Fury from a stoppage. He actually jumped in to stop Fury getting knocked out.
He did. He did. We thought the fight had been stopped, and then he started counting. Because Fury's glove didn't touch the canvas, his knee didn't touch the canvas, he was holding on to the ropes, which you can give a knockdown for, but sometimes you don't see that. And the ref stepped in and we thought it was ended. So, but listen, it is what it is. Justice has prevailed on the night, and Oleksandr Usyk is the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, the first we've had in 25 years.
The last person was?
Lennox Lewis.
It was.
Yeah.
Listen, Fury, where's his shorts gone? I think if you're Fury, what Fury will do, he'll dine out on what he thinks he should have won, and there'll be people in this country who will be backing him. But
is there anybody? There are some people that are trolling in the comments. I can tell the troll comments, but is there anybody here that genuinely thinks that Tyson Fury won the fight? That, like, I'm being so serious. Do you know what I mean? Like, a lot of you a lot of our viewers are British, and obviously he's a British guy, you want him to win, etc. I understand the tribalism, but away from that, just in a boxing perspective, is there anyone here that thinks, okay, the comments coming in, nope, hell no, this is what I like, genuine, yeah, okay, fine. The bit player says yes, Tyson Fury won. I think he's trolling, but yeah, a lot of the comments say no way. Master Fury, and shout out Nick Fury and my boy, said no way that Fury won.
Look at that, look. Look at the ref.
Yeah,
Look at him. The ref, he was, look at him.
We're just watching the highlights of when Tyson Fury stumbling around the ring, doesn't quite go down. Yeah, that one there, yeah, the ref is right on the edge of stepping in.
The referee
He does actually. I'm convinced he steps in to stop the fight. Yeah. And then at the last minute, he looks over to the corner.
He thinks, wow,
he looks over the corner, sees John Fury glaring at him.
Look,
he sees John Fury absolutely glaring at him, ready to get the headbutts going.
I've never seen anything like it. Honestly, that
Jordan
was...
Evans with a super chat. Let's not be AJ fanboys. The level of these two...
We haven't even mentioned AJ.
Is in a level of the level of these two is in a level of their own. Fury done way better than AJ. There's an argument Fury win.
There's no argument. Who said that?
Jordan Evans.
Right,
But
Jordan, let me address this.
Go on.
Jordan, number one, myself and Nick, we've not mentioned AJ during the fight. We said he was there, sat next to Ronaldo, but we've not mentioned it. Number two, come on, bro. Usyk clearly won this fight, right? I don't know how the judges had it so close. Whoever marked Fury the winner, that is just totally wrong. Secondly, go back and look at that ninth round, man. The referee, he's had a shocker there because he looks like he's going to stop it. It's almost as if he thinks, oh, no, I can't stop it, and then proceeds to give him a count, and then the bell rings. He saved Tyson Fury from getting knocked out. The right man won. Come on, stop it. Now, listen.
I predicted
that
Tyson
being said,
Fury to win. I'm not being biased. My prediction was Fury to win.
And I'm going to say this. That being said, and listen, my cards are on the table. I've said it many, many times. I'm not a fan of the way Tyson Fury conducts himself, but I will give him credit. It was a good fight, and he won rounds 3 through till 6, and he looked like he was going to win. But it's a 12-round fight. Usyk, we said he can drown you with his volume, and that's exactly what he did.
Mario said, "Did you actually score the fight, or do you think the fight is based on one round?" Mario, I have a scorecard, my friend. I have a scorecard. You obviously not been watching. You tuned in late. That's fine. You were busy ordering food.
He's obviously upset.
That's okay.
Fury lost.
You're upset, Mario. I get it. I mean, you got Tyson Fury's poster on your wall. I understand. We scored the fight. What do you want us to do? Do you know what I mean? And don't just, you're arguing with us. The professional judges gave it to.
Yeah.
We didn't give the result. We're just watching. Mario, listen, man.
Mario, please comment on that ninth round. What do you think of that referee's actions in there? Do you think, as we think, that referee saved Tyson Fury from getting knocked out?
Evan MacArthur said it was a crap fight. It was a very, very good fight.
I thought it was a good fight.
It was a very good fight. There were periods, the first 2 rounds. Do you know why it's a great fight? Let's just sum it up in short. The first 2 rounds, Usyk absolutely dominates. We think, oh my God, this could be a shutout at the moment. Rounds 3, 4, 5, 6, Tyson Fury comes back, and we think this could be a shutout.
He was looking good.
This could be a shutout the other way.
Yeah.
Maybe he was just warming up. Round 7, controversial. Everyone disagrees about round 7. That's fine. It could have gone either way. Round 8, Usyk comes back again. Round 9, he does a lot of damage to him, and Fury stumbling around the ring and just about gets saved and possibly could have been stopped.
He should not.
Listen. I'm trying to be really fair.
Yeah,
do you
exactly.
know what I mean? And it's a 10-8 round in round 9.
Of course, it's a 10-8
Then
round.
round 10, 11, 12. You know, they're gassing out and they're fighting for everything. It's a really, really good fight. Listen.
I'd love to see it again.
Great fight.
But
great fight.
Come on, bro. Fury lost.
Lee Burnell with the super chat. Thank you for the super chat. He said, "What a pair of brown tongue merchants you are." Lee, can I ask you one question?
Thanks for the super chat.
No, 100%. Thank you, man. Thank you. But Lee, who do you think won that fight? That's all I want to ask you, Lee. You don't have to be a super
He's
chat.
upset. I get it.
Who do you want to win the fight? How am I brown tonguing or whatever
You
it is?
said that Fury
I
would
predicted
win.
Fury to win.
I know, you did.
I thought he was going to win, and he didn't. What do you want me to do?
And listen, I was very fair. I gave Fury rounds 3 through till 6, and I said that Usyk needs to pick it up or he's going to lose.
We have to clip this up, House, of Fury fans crying, because this is insane.
Just say that you're upset that he lost. I get it, bro. It happens. You know what I mean?
Jordan Evans has said, "I'm not saying Fury won. However, it wasn't as one-sided as you make it. Answer me based on what you saw. What you saw, are these two not above the rest?" Yes, Jordan. Yes, these two are the 2 best heavyweights in the world. But tonight is just about the one that won.
Yeah.
And that one is Usyk. Usyk beat him fair and square. That's it.
How can you accuse us of that when you saw what that referee did in round 9?
When the football's finished, and if Man City win the league, we're not going to go, whoever, the broadcast aren't going to go, but Sky Sport with Arsenal were well in it. They were the second best. We just talk about the best. Fury apparently is, thanks for the super chat, I'm blue, dabba dee dabba die. Fury apparently blaming the war in Ukraine for the judge's decision.
So does he blame the war in Ukraine for the ref helping him out in the 9th round?
Yeah, but listen, I don't know.
Listen, man, Tyson Fury's never lost in his professional career. He's bound to be upset. But if you look at that fight, all these people that are accusing us of of all this stuff, right? Look at Tyson Fury's corner when that bell goes to end the 12th round. You can see that none of them are confident. You looked over at Usyk's corner and they were all cheering, high-fiving, smiling, because they knew they'd done enough. There were a few close rounds, I'm not going to say that. But for me, Usyk was a clear winner. And like I said, Tyson Fury can have no complaints, because in that 9th round, that referee was disgraceful. I'm actually going to say that. Because 9 out of 10 refs would have stopped that fight right there and then. And how he actually jumped in to stop Usyk from punching him. And you're accusing us of it.
Himanshu, thank you for the super chat. He said, "Laurie, one of the best days of my life. I love Usyk." Himanshu's trying to get the fans upset. Someone said,
no, but I've tried to be fair, Nick. I've given Fury credit, right? And I've said that he showed heart.
Yep.
To come back from that terrible
he hit the
9th
uppercut
round.
which buckled Usyk's legs. We thought that maybe he could have built on that.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
he did. Yeah,
But he lost, bro.
Fury
It
is the
happens.
second best heavyweight in the world.
As of right now.
The second best heavyweight in the world. That's it. But tonight we're celebrating the best heavyweight in the world, who's Oleksandr Usyk.
Yeah.
The first undisputed
Listen, when
champion in
Usyk
25
was
years.
losing the fight, right, you can go and clip this, rewind it. Myself and Nick both said he's losing. He needs a... So where are we being biased? I don't get it. I've tried to be as objective as I possibly can. Yes, I wanted Usyk to win. I'm not going to lie. But we scored it round by round. We tried to be fair. And I think we achieved that aim. And I genuinely think that Usyk won. I mean, look, we're looking at this 9th round again. How that referee can just do that. He actually... Look at him. Look,
Yeah.
Watch him jump in and stop Usyk from punching him.
Yep, it's the right hand.
Look.
Tyson Fury stumbles back on the ropes.
Look,
It's the left hand as he goes back.
Look.
That one there.
Watch him. Look at the ref. Fury was out on his feet and the referee jumped in to stop Usyk. You think he's going to stop it? And look at that.
Yeah. Listen, couple of debates that are happening in the chat, and let's address a couple of points. Abdul, thank you for the super chat. Ref was a disgrace in the 9th. Usyk took 7 rounds. Yeah, 100%. Mikey B's asking a great question. Do you think if they fight this fight again, Usyk wins, given how competitive it was? To me, Mikey, yes, because you know what, you're talking about the conditioning, Mikey, and I get that. Maybe Tyson can try to prepare again, but Tyson's only getting older, and Shane made a really good point, and I'll just give him his credit for he made the point. Both these guys have lived very different lives outside of the ring. So although they're roughly the same age, I think Usyk's 1 year, no need to throw water about, but although Usyk is 1 year older, he's lived a very healthy life all the way through. Tyson Fury has lived an unhealthy life, away from mental health issues and all that kind of stuff. Just the general life that he lives and ballooning up in weight and stuff. So for him to come down and fight against someone that just, let's have it right, Tyson Fury was dominating the first half of the fight. Tyson Fury's up. However,
3, 4, 5, and 6.
3, 4, 5, and 6. At that point, he's up. Round 7 is even controversial. If you want to give him that one, that's fine. However, the real difference is it's just a war of attrition. He can't deal with the amount of punches that this guy throws. Now, we said it before. Some of you guys might not have been here. Usyk threw more punches in 12 rounds against Anthony Joshua than Tyson Fury threw for his last 3 professional fights combined. So that just tells you how active this guy is, how fit he is. And so I'm happy to see a rematch. Maybe Tyson is more aggressive. Maybe Tyson goes for a knockout. I'm happy to see a rematch, no doubt. Tyson Fury on his day can win. It's not impossible. It's not beyond the realms of possibility.
No,
but you're always going against a guy who is just an elite level athlete. And Tyson Fury is unbelievably skilled, but he lacks in athletic ability.
I don't know. I think Tyson Fury does have good athletic ability, to be honest.
Not on the level of Usyk.
Not on the level of Usyk, but for a big man, especially 6'9", he moves well. He throws punches from different angles. He's awkward. He's tough. He's got a lot of heart. I gave him credit. I said, listen, man, he won't spew it, and he didn't. He should have been stopped. And in the 10th round, he came back and he tried to do his best to hang in there. But listen, man, there can be no doubt that Usyk won that fight. To me, it wasn't that close. It was competitive, but it wasn't close.
Yeah.
I
That's
think
a good way to consider it. Competitive,
yeah, absolutely.
But not close,
After 6 rounds, I had Fury 4-2 up. But then we did say, didn't he, that he got tired.
Yeah.
We could see it. And then we said, I actually used the phrase, people, go back and clip it. I said that what Usyk does, he will drown you with his volume of punches and his activity. And that's what he did to Fury. He gassed him.
Yeah. And the thing is, like when we're talking about conditioning, there were periods in the fight when Usyk was tired, but he was just able to find that second wind and keep going and pace himself the right way. That conditioning, that's different. That's the difference. That is just the years of living the life. The last thing that we'll talk about, we spoke about this briefly before. Some people are asking and people are debating in the chat. Mikey B, I think, has basically said, look, the question is, what's next? And Mikey B is basically saying, obviously after the rematch, Mikey B is making the point, and it's a good point. AJ has come a long way since the last time he fought Usyk. He's adapted his style. He's more aggressive. If there's openings, he'll go for the kill. Would you be open to seeing that trilogy and seeing someone, or who else would you want to see Usyk fight if there isn't a rematch, or provided he comes through the rematch?
I'll be honest with you, man. Usyk's fought AJ already twice, and he's beaten him twice. And as much as I'm a big fan of AJ, right, I'm also a big fan of Usyk. I think Fury did enough to deserve a rematch.
Yeah.
And I've got no problem. I mean, normally I don't like rematches, to be honest. But I do think that the fight was competitive enough where people will want to see the rematch. I will want to see the rematch. I think you would.
Yeah. I'm only a fan of rematches when there aren't really many options for the guys to go and fight elsewhere. So that's why I'm like, you know what? Okay, cool. With Fury, okay, he's got the AJ fight. That's more for money now because there's no belts involved. But other than that, you know, let's be clear. You know, these guys, you know, I'm not against the rematch because they're clearly the two best in the division.
Yep, they are at this current moment in time. I mean, I've always thought that AJ matches up very well against Fury because, listen, let's be honest, man. If AJ hit Fury with those right hands that Usyk was landing tonight, he would, even with the referee counting to 100, he would have got beaten.
Yeah, Chris Mannix has given
Usyk
the seventh round, but he did count it as a 10-8. Okay, yeah. I mean, you could say that. Yeah, because see, Mikey B disagrees. He thinks that the new AJ will blast through Usyk. Mikey,
I'm not so
come
sure.
Come on, you predicted Tyson Fury to win tonight, as did I, and you're not learning from.
Why do people always like try and bring AJ into the conversation, almost as if to try and detract from what Usyk did?
Usyk is a cruiserweight. This fight puts Usyk in greatest fighter of all time territory. Do you know what I mean? And again, you know how it is, whether it's music, boxing, football, you never appreciate people while they're here. He might not get the real clout until, and people might say that's crazy. He might not get the clout until he's long retired. And
you know what that is? Nowadays, I'm going to be honest, that's down to Western bias.
I don't think it's just Western bias. I just think
if he was American or British, people
I get
would
you,
be
the
saying
PR.
he's, you know what I mean?
Yeah, the PR, I get that. But someone said, stop, Muhammad Ali is the best of all time.
I think Muhammad Ali is the best of all time.
I definitely didn't say that Muhammad Ali wasn't the best of all time. He's struggling.
I said he's pound for pound number one. And when I say that, you know, people, don't for 1 second get it twisted. Because I'm a Terence Crawford fan. I'm a huge, Nick will tell you this. I'm a huge fan of Terence Crawford. And before tonight, he was my pound for pound number one. But let me tell you why I think Usyk deserves it. Because, like I said, you take into account the man's outstanding amateur record, right? Which Terence Crawford didn't have anywhere near the level of success as an amateur that Usyk has had. Then you put on top of that his achievements as a professional, undisputed cruiserweight champion, undisputed heavyweight champion, and look at the names on his record.
In very good divisions, very good cruiserweight division. Cruiserweight is
he's fought Fury twice, he fought AJ twice, beat him twice comfortably, let's be honest.
Cruiserweight is often a bit of a flat division, but he came up in what was really considered like a bit of a golden era of cruiserweight divisions. This has been considered a bit of a golden era of heavyweight divisions, and he's taken out the two best guys in those divisions.
The two best.
So, you know, that's just what it is. But there you go. I just think that this fight puts him in another stratosphere to be able to go and do that. And it's not until we see another great, say like there's another really good cruiserweight like a Jay Opetaia, it's when we see him try to go to heavyweight and get cleaned out, and then we'll realise how impressive it was to see Usyk doing that. But it is what it is.
Okay, we're going to wrap up soon. But I think we've seen a very, very good fight, in my opinion. It wasn't like, you know, all out, guns blazing. But there was ebb and flow. There was good moments. Credit to Tyson Fury. He showed up. He was a lot better than he'd been in his previous couple of fights, especially the Ngannou one. Like I said, I the first couple of rounds I scored to Usyk, but then I thought rounds 3, 4, 5 and 6, I thought Fury won those. He landed a really good uppercut in one of the rounds that definitely hurt Usyk. But then Usyk came back, as I knew he would. We said, didn't we, when we were watching the fight at the time, that he needs a good round, and then he came back. And then basically what he did is, man, he just gassed Fury out with his volume. And we said he'd do that, man. You know what I mean? The gas tank of this man is phenomenal.
The war of attrition, we said.
Yeah, and he was a deserved winner, and he should have got the stoppage in the 9th round. I'm going to say it. The referee was the disgrace in that 9th round. And I also said at the end of the fight, please don't rob Fury. One judge tried to do it. Unfortunately for us and for boxing, the other two got it right, although I thought one of those scorecards was still a bit close. But listen, the right man won. Credit to Fury, he gave a good account of himself, but a better man won, and that's as much as I can say.
Yeah.
Nick?
Yeah, I totally agreed. I just think, I'm not saying that Usyk is a Muhammad Ali level fighter, but what I'm saying is what he's done, he will be a Hall of Famer. We've got Vladimir Klitschko on our screen right now, and it's just come up with the little media thing saying Vladimir Klitschko, Hall of Fame fighter. And if Vladimir Klitschko is a Hall of Fame fighter,
definitely,
Usyk is the far superior fighter at multiple weight classes, in very impressive weight classes. He's not undisputed heavyweight champion. We've got, after Lennox Lewis and Evander Holyfield, we went through what was considered sort of the dark ages of heavyweight boxing, and the talent wasn't there. And despite the talent not being there, we never had an undisputed champion. Now we have a really good, AJ's a very good heavyweight, Fury's a very good heavyweight. There are lots of good fighters out there, and this guy's come in and has cleaned a lot of people out. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Quite frankly. So you've got to give him the credit. What he's done is absolutely unbelievable. And he is and will be a Hall of Fame fighter. And that's 100%.
So he already was for me, but tonight is, to me,
100%. That's what I'm saying. Before he was a Hall of Fame fighter, now he's going to the echelon above that.
Yeah. Generational talent.
He's in that generational talent conversation, 100%.
Definitely. But listen, it's been a very good night of boxing. I'm sure you would agree, people. Yep. Nick, thank you so much. The voice of reason. It's great to work with you again today. Thanks to our technical team. Big up Has, done a great job behind the scenes in bringing you this production tonight. Thank you very much for all the people who are watching, supporting. Thank you very much for the people who submitted super chats and comments. Very much appreciated. We really do. Thank you so much. It's been a great night of boxing, as I said before. The winner, just to recap, tonight, Oleksandr Usyk is now the unified, undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. First one in 25 years. He's beaten Tyson Fury on points in a very good fight. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching. We are out.
Peace.
Speak to very soon.
Special announcement this, Abby. The weekend roundup will be coming to you live from Toca Social, 3rd of June. I can't wait.
I know, I'm so excited. It is part of the June-toberfest, which is going to get you ready for the Euros this summer. So join me, Alex, Matisse, Flex, and of course Robbie, right here at 6 p.m. for the start of our show. Then you can stay with us, play games with us, and then we'll settle down and we can watch the England game, which is a huge game before the Euro starts. We've cooked each other all season. We've cooked the fan bases all season. This is your chance to come and cook us.
Abby, get hold of a stein of beer, get your bratwurst.
Bring all your friends, sell out the tickets, because we want to sell out the O2.
It's going to be one of the biggest nights in football in history, and if you're not there, you're a sausage.
You're a
Hold
big
that.
sausage.